How important every single one of these rounds is going to be, but Cushy catches a glimpse, finds RB.
I hope everything's working, because
RRQ
this was a terror to set up, and this is a terrible score to come back to. There's also insane echo in this room.
Time is starting to get away from them once again, though. Push forward the tap, the kill on the Cushy.
Okay, the stream at least is online.
We'll find the grab. Jimkin is going to have to try to.
Well, this isn't going very well, is it?
The opposite side of the map. It's going to be NONGSHIM now finding a second round win.
Yeah, and that's going to give them.
Since NONGSHIM is having some trouble, let me add all my sponsor stuff as we wait.
Yeah, you're going to be able to keep
Hey, what's up, Slipperyello? I told them that I was like, you guys realize I'm really tight for time. I am pretty frustrated, to be honest. But
so nicely read there by Francis.
Can you at least hear me? Dude, I can't tell how bad the mic is. I mean, it's a headset mic, but I can barely hear myself.
Nice annihilation there from Ivy, just to make sure. Really
anyway,
well thought out by NONGSHIM. No timeouts yet for RRQ. They're starting
let me settle in.
Moments.
What am I looking at? NONGSHIM picked Corrode.
Doing a great job.
We're playing Deadlock. I'm fine with that. The Neon, I'm fine with that.
Use the relay bolt.
I mean, the comp, I'm fine with. Oh, I'm fine with Persia double killing. I'm fine with this. Okay, this is great. This is great. All right. The mic is insane. Okay, like, you gotta, I mean, is it simply peaking, or is it just bad quality and I can't do anything about it? I can't tell. There's also insane echo, so you might just be hearing the echo, like in the room. This is just an empty room.
Trying to keep his life intact.
Okay, let me turn this off.
We'll find the one on the Dombi. Repositions up.
Okay, it's just bad. I mean, oh well.
Just gonna hold the angle. I think now for
I will have to let them know that in the future. That's not okay if they ever have people coming. But oh well. You can at least hear me, it sounds like.
Just checking in case.
Yeah.
There was a world where he just sprinted.
Dot the I's, cross the T's, make sure that everything's going to be good here.
Oh, absolutely. And don't want to let that ninja diffuse go through.
Chat, what happened in the beginning of this game? I mean, I missed it because I was moving and setting up.
3 in a row after a very dominant start. There are RRQ maybe considering a pump of the brakes here as they get ready to go
maybe
into
the
next
worst mic I'll willingly listen
to.
But you will listen to it.
So far,
that's important.
I saw a judge there in Monyet's hands. Persia. Nice to see him.
Now I'm so curious. I kind of want to hear myself.
So good in their run to
Because in my monitoring, it doesn't sound that bad.
Quiet at times.
I mean, it sounds kind of tinny, but
ever since they
like I've heard worse.
Some laughs, some smiles. Ivy having a good run of it here, 5 and 5. Some good rounds strung together. I mean, creating a ton of map pressure. Our NONGSHIM need to see a little bit more value there.
Where are you streaming from? For those wondering, I'm streaming from some back storage room / office that's unused in the festival zone of the T1 home ground, so outside of the arena.
That's the right idea. He got ahead of the relay bolt.
Lost pistol, anti-eco, and looked a bit lost on the bonus.
Just couldn't convert. And now this is what
mods, can we pin a comment about the mic, because everyone's gonna come and be like, it's so bad, and it's like I can't. There's oh, maybe this is better. Maybe it's just super direct. Well, no, that sounds worse.
The plans here from Crazy Guy, so well thought out. Just piece by piece on the map. Everything just set up to ruin NONGSHIM's
How about
day.
the? Oh.
Throw a
is that better?
In the main just to check, but
is this better?
As we can see, NONGSHIM looks like they're already in save mode. Looks like this round is done.
What do you think
Hello? Hello?
Chobra to experience like this just weird mishmash of happiness and sorrow simultaneously.
It's the same.
Well.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the other one because this one's much more delayed for me.
The problem is that the joy has never come when he's been supporting the team.
Okay. You didn't use Laz's setup. The arena itself has a closing time set, and who knows how long a Valorant match can go.
I believe them for so long. They're great.
He's like the anti-Sliggy.
God, my.
Hello, YouTube. I can't see your chat very often right now because I'm still setting up.
It's curious. I think it should be studied.
Yeah,
and they're also, these guys are joking around about.
I think we should be calling Seoul University up and
what we're doing here.
Getting that man hooked up.
I think maybe we should call a shaman.
Yeah.
This guy's cursed.
Yeah. Can we get that guy who blessed Paper Rex for Toronto? Is he available? How much does he cost, I wonder?
The Mandate of Heaven guy?
Yeah.
Let's see, where are my sponsor stuff? Give me a second, chat. I'm trying to look at the game and add my sponsorship images.
And, yeah, he's going to TP into that same corner, but let's see what the response is going to be from NONGSHIM, how they're going to want to deal with it. This time there's a Prowler there, so trying to show a different look, trying to keep it hidden.
I mean, worst case, I'll add it after
clear
this.
That drone that quick.
They are very suspicious about Ivy's position here, so wall raised. Try to slide him back out into a safer spot. There goes Dombi. Bounding forward, slides back, and
wow. Dude, Xfero is popping off. What the hell? Why today? Well, he's actually been popping off for a good part of this year, but...
Cushy guy?
Cushy guy?
Like, damn.
Well, this has been a weird round. Persia with a nice shot.
For what it's worth, I think Xfero's always been good, just also inconsistent, which is basically the story of RRQ, old RRQ. And maybe current a little bit. But
Monyet sliding forward. Shot to the face. Francis able to shrug off the majority of that damage, but crazy guy, quick peek, quick kill. Persia dead.
How tired am I right now? I'm not too tired yet.
Francis with a fast one. We'll continue to keep things close.
But, I mean, if this map ends like this, then I will probably be quite tired.
He has been so good this year. You don't see that too often. Another great play from Xfero. This is switching into the snake bite. Dombi tries to go for the double down. Oh my God. Yeah, Pat. That honestly probably lost the round for RRQ too. If he gets that kill, they're able to maintain a lot more control of that space.
Where are my instructions?
That's brutal. Okay, drone set up here for Jemkin. He's trying to get the catch, but just barely fast enough. RB gets out of there. That was the spike too. Picked up. They're just turning up the tempo.
Able to escape, and now barreling forward. Ivy fighting one. Xfero flush.
Ooh, Ivy, dude. I want Ivy to pop. I need Ivy and Persia to pop off more. I don't have them on VFL, but to me, like, I mean, I like everybody on this team, but I've always had such high stonks of Ivy last year that I would love to see him re-find that.
As well as a Hunter's Fury.
Someone earlier was asking, like, if Ivy's only playing Deadlock and Killjoy, why not just let Margaret play that? I mean, honestly, I can't answer that because I don't have a good answer.
Really starting to hurt RRQ. And you can't get that value out of the Vice util because you're not able to maintain your footing in mid. And so you can't get the walls, you can't get the Razor Vines to slow up this NONGSHIM team. So once they break through into a link,
so the answer is I don't know. But Deadlock-wise, though, like that's always been Ivy's specialty. That one is not surprising, regardless.
He's had some good moments, but that's not a consistent recipe for success.
Sure.
You gotta find some different answers, and now I think finally we're gonna get that timeout. I assume.
Yeah.
I saw the clock stop, so I was like, please.
Timeout called. We'll just go ahead and try to slow things down as we hit 5-5. This becomes obviously increasingly worrisome as well.
Okay, all right, we're like mostly fine. The sponsor logos might overlap, but we've done that. I can now watch the game.
Which can cause even more headaches here.
And we have a timeout, so we can relax.
Yeah,
we can relax.
I'm curious what the response is going to be.
It's fine. It's 5-5. It's not a big deal.
Real issue because because you've been sliding Jemkin over to some of the mains.
Okay, can we actually, mods, can we disable that? Can we disable the Korean cast? Just because the setup's so bad that I don't want to bother with that.
To overwhelm and, you know, again, going back to
Yona님 안녕하세요. You watched the interview earlier.
Hidden position outside of
how'd you guys like the interview? Did you guys all watch the first match?
Here and there, but
so we can refund the points, but I appreciate it. But like, I don't. Like, you gotta bear with me today, chat. I'm just happy to be streaming the match. I'm actually, just so we're clear, I'm like actually pissed at the organizers because the entire contingency, it all relied on, am I going to be able to stream this game? Because otherwise I'm not doing this event. But I have to be able to stream it from the beginning. And they were like, we'll make it happen. And now I'm here on freaking round 11, finally ready with a terrible mic. So I'm like pretty pissed. So this is a single monitor setup, which that's fine. Like I told them, like it's fine. I just need to be able to stream well, but like I don't need like a full-on like streamer setup. Like the camera doesn't have to be good quality. That's all fine. But I'm like actually pretty mad. So like bear with me today. Let's focus on the game. All right, let's get through this. Let's get NONGSHIM that win, and then let's do that. If we don't have, can one of the mods? Are you guys on YouTube? Oh, you might not be modded. I'll pin it.
Yeah, as soon as there's contact, they let loose with the Steel Garden, and then Monyet just full steam ahead. That Hunter's Fury comes out, and he's like, ooh, thank you very much. I am so ready for that.
Yeah. I think this call
okay,
coming through.
There we go.
RB's like, well, okay, I don't have my gun. Let's try to slow down this approach, but they're already so
all right.
in front of it.
Okay.
And you can see the RRQ fans watching from
all right. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to be all right. Kleptomaniac, thank you for the super chat. Is that a W host? I see. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hope you guys who watched it enjoyed that. Did a little side gig, betrayed NONGSHIM for a little bit. Dombi, please get. Oh, dude, if he got 2 there, that would have been huge. I'm now realizing these actually cover the wrong things. So.
If he bounces it here, I think he might be able to find him. Yes, he does. Xfero going to be pulled
okay,
through.
not bad. Not bad.
Monyet desperately trying to break his teammate out, but cannot. Dragged away to his demise. Player advantage now here in hand for NONGSHIM in the post play.
The problem, well, actually,
they're just gonna have to try
the Vice is just so deadly on defense. So this isn't. If we can get the 6, it's not so bad. I think the Deadlock. We'll see what Ivy's setups are. I think the Deadlock can do some good damage on defense on this map.
Absolutely incredible from NONGSHIM.
Corrode, in theory, should be defense-sided, because the choke points are very... It's basically Ascent 2.0 in terms of, like, map theory, in terms of, like, who's favored, just because the choke points are small, and, you know, there's 3 main choke points. You know, maybe if the attackers have some decent mid-control from the beginning, so, like, A can be a bit more penetrable in terms of taking the pinch, but... The analyst only one-chose NONGSHIM. Was it big time? Thank you, Ronnie. If we can refund the points as well. Sorry for that, chat. I know you guys enjoyed it and appreciate that, but... 잘 들리겠네요. 감사합니다. 아마 그냥 퀄리티가 이게 여기가 많이 울리기도 해가지고. I like Deadlock on defense in theory. Yeah, I mean Deadlock on defense. You have some neat setups you can do here.
You're gonna have some creative stuff as RRQ,
we shall see.
To come back into this map and have a good run of it. Definitely doable.
Black predicts. I'm gonna be honest. Black kind of just predicts for the fun of it.
Oh boy, this isn't
so I don't really count that as support for NONGSHIM.
Gen G went 8-4 on their defender side, and then RRQ just stormed back. Oh,
dude, everyone's getting so creative. Oh, my mic's peaking. That sign says that if NONGSHIM loses, I'm gonna throw a real punch.
NONGSHIM punch.
Well.
But there was a rhyme there with a real and NONGSHIM in Korean words. But.
Okay.
Versus Global Esports, granted.
Spicy NONGSHIM, and of course it's Donby Neon.
Just got back to Korea, immediately have to dive in. Global really hot on that first day.
Is the balance okay, chat, since we're here?
We'll be able to find 3 rounds on these.
We got a little break in halftime?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm a little bit
I think 6 is too much on attack.
Very different setups they're playing into.
You mean 6 is too much for NONGSHIM, or RRQ got too much going into attack?
And this is going to be playing in towards a little bit more defender-centric composition, because I think that Deadlock kind of replaces the Sage decently.
Yeah, and a different duelist for RRQ. So yeah, that could change the dynamic a little bit. We saw how good Domby was on this Neon, and how
kind of curious how Cushy is going to be used on the attack
here.
Something
similar. Ahead of that shock dart, though, is NONGSHIM going to be quite ready?
And NONGSHIM got too many. What do you mean got too many? What do you... Whose side are we on here? Oh, okay. Doable?
It's the spike, but it's still...
The snake bite to try to delay the
Some blind
spike.
right through the smoke.
Yeah.
We'll eat a blind headshot out from Xfero. RRQ 2-2 in pistols. Closing out both here.
I mean, they're the same comp.
It's the right.
In theory, they're the same
The
comp.
right way to start off this half.
RRQ, I think, is using, well, for one, the fade,
there.
good delay as well, but I think the fade helps shore up having a Vice on attack, where, like, the Vice flash can be good, but you're, you know, it's going to be heavier.
Barreling their way through Link. Nicely thought.
It's going to be heavier on the defense side.
Now you're going to have an outlaw again.
Interesting to me that NONGSHIM actually didn't go for the fade themselves. They also know how to use the fade neon really well. Granted, you know, that's Francis Dombie, but
bounce out. Jemkin gonna be taken down.
not bad. Dombie ends up in a too much of a one-and-done situation.
Things continuing to spiral though.
Not terrible, but yeah, with the outlaw there and the bulldog, that's tough with a classic. I mean, decent damage.
Spike collected. And that's gonna leave RRQ. No choice but to go to this B site.
You think Fade is much better on this map? I think Fade is much safer. I think Fade is easier on this map. I'm not entirely convinced yet, but I'll be honest. Initiators is where I always feel I'm the weakest in terms of like determining the fine differences of who I like better. So,
this tucked in position from RRQ.
You know,
like
I'm fine with both. I'm not convinced that I necessarily like the Fade better. But
came all the way through their main.
Next from here, you don't have to be that
dude, yes, so you got your wisdom teeth extracted?
Dead.
Did you at least get your local anesthesia to get through that?
Cross, however, able to
dude,
find
wait,
Xfero.
hold up.
Tucks back into the spike. Monyet with the reposition. Seems like this might have been heard. The drop.
Oh, what a drop from Monyet. Dude, Monyet's been gaining a lot of confidence. He's been gaining a lot of momentum. Worth it, though. I mean, they got the plant, but, like, dude, so worth it. So worth it.
RRQ, okay.
All right, yeah, chat. I mean, mods, if you're getting onto it too, I'm gonna just start banning everybody who mentions my mic. It's not even my mic. What do you want me to do about it? Let's try not to piss off the guy that's already pissed off at the organizers for giving me a terrible setup.
From NONGSHIM to just challenge them in mid, just throw everything at them, see what happens. And they find a great response initially, especially to slow down.
Oh, they're gonna try to. They're doing the half buy. Honestly, chat, I will say this: I do think overall the economy game has changed in Valorant. I think you should buy up whenever you can. I really think Fnatic had the right idea. Like you should always, half of your team should buy when they can balance out. Stingers, Marshals, Sheriffs, Buckies. There's just so much that can flip on that one round.
Trying to scale forward, very quickly noted and dealt with. NONGSHIM not going to allow for a bonus conversion, but given the weaponry, I don't really think RRQ had much of a chance. So NONGSHIM now one away from tying us up once again. Ivy out in front. Looking to get that annihilation online.
Hot take, double controller instead of double initiator.
That fight initially from Francis. You know, they try to TP.
Wait, what?
Alongside of the
why is that a hot take?
Accelerated Jemkin and
these guys are both playing double controller.
But all it takes is that one snake bite. The rest of RRQ is just stuck at that door. They can't really scale off of that util dump the way they'd like.
Come on, boys.
Just little things like that. Just good protocols.
Okay.
Oh, dude, Jemkin has the read on Dombie on this round. We're going to need a little adjustment.
Shuts down Dombie. Good sign as RRQ tries to maintain this lead, not allow for NONGSHIM to tie it up once again. Shock dart forward, Jemkin down low.
I think at a certain point, like if they, once you get them to focus this hard on mid, I do think a couple rounds you could,
Crazy guy. Surprisingly, the ones to fall as Jemkin does manage to bring this back into a 3v3. Paranoia forward. Annihilation going to be sent. Grab onto one
side. I mean, great cover from Francis RB, though. Dude, the teamwork. I mean, great from RRQ as well. Jemkin going in for the... He knows that they're going to try to peek out. But
I mean, again, NONGSHIM is so good about changing up the timing of when they're going to hit you with these mid-crunches. This time they give up a little bit of space to Jemkin. They kind of lull RRQ in a bit of a false sense of security. I mean, okay, Dombie loses that.
Glad to hear that you guys all
that exchange this time.
Dude, it was I went up to Meteor afterwards and I apologized because the whole time, literally, so I didn't have cue cards. So I just had to go on stage with mental notes. And the whole time I was like, I have to ask about obviously playing against 10-10. But I'll ask about it afterwards, and then chat. I mean, we'll save the longer story for later, but like, dude, the atmosphere once they won was insane. Like, I just, you know, all the notes just gone. I'm just like, all right, we're gonna talk about this venue, we're gonna talk about this game, we're gonna talk about the Astra.
A little bit of damage.
And so then he, like, you know, he mentioned like, oh, like our parents here, etc. So afterwards, I was like, dude, the whole time I was like, we're gonna talk about it at least once, and dude, as soon as you guys won, it just went all out the window. He's like, no, it's like same for me.
Locks off this angle of approach. Crazy guy gonna try.
Imagine the trucks driving on the stage. Will we see a Guardian by over Vandals and Phantoms and Corrode? I don't think so. But I think, like, for instance, this is a map where it's like, okay, you have just enough to buy a Guardian. Like, buy that Guardian for the round, right? A Hero Guardian can do a lot of damage on this map. An Ares can do a lot of damage on this map. I really think what Fnatic was doing with Alphair at Toronto, not every team benefits from that, right? You kind of need to have like super confident players, like 2 or 3 that can always benefit from it, and it doesn't always have to be the same guys.
Well coordinated, but
I think that makes a huge difference.
There's a spot out. Fight sent. 22 seconds now remaining.
Okay, a little reposition as well. Do they check for this though? Stage 1 RRQ would. Stage 2 RRQ doesn't.
90-degree angle, able to mow down 2 quickly. Crazy guy trying to push forward. Does manage to find one.
Whoa, crazy guy. Whoa.
Just enough time to be able to plant this. Wow.
Whoa, dude, chill.
Spike now in play. And suddenly this is far closer than we could have anticipated, but there's a spot out.
Oh, I do not know about this. She's gonna know that it's only one.
Committing for this confirms that it's only gonna be one on that approach, but he has no idea.
Tried to blink over it. Doesn't quite work out.
But Ivy very much the same.
Ivy has to drop with him.
Just send the net here. Yes,
huge.
He does. Crazy guy
huge. They know.
Dude,
crazy guy was freaking lasering with that stinger. Oh my gosh.
Is every single round just
on
an Ive's edge, it would seem. That NONGSHIM.
Dude, he was lasering this round.
Yeah.
No. I mean, don't nerf chat. You're asking for the wrong things.
I love their
chat, trust me.
Built into this map.
League of Legends players know how painful it is to have Riot always go the nerfing route instead of the buffing route. You don't want them to nerf the stinger. You want them to buff the judge. Trust me, chat. Trust me. Nerfing everything gets boring after a while. All right?
Run out on him anyway. Might as well.
You do not want the stinger nerfed. You want the judge buffed.
Catch them sleeping.
Bro had me scared for a sec there. Dude, that honestly. Oof.
You have a steel guarded for Cushy.
So they're always pushing out somewhere. Huge win. Huge trade. Oh, okay. Chat, do you think I'm ever going to be like. Do you think I'm ever going to be impressed that Domby showed restraint? I mean, he popped the ult, so like. This time I forgive him. Like, he popped the ult. You kind of. I mean, it feels really bad to back off after you pop the ult, but like. It's just every time I think like, that's good.
You have your pit.
He goes for one more. Sometimes he makes it happen. He doesn't fail every time, by the way. But every time, literally every time, I'm like, that's good. It's always one more, whether he gets it or not.
Got set up.
Oh my gosh.
You've got the sonic sensors. Give you a little bit of a heads up.
Remember when people were impressed Paper showed discipline? I mean, yeah, but is it gonna happen?
Looking for the other. Ivy around the corner.
Those of you who have a membership know what SoCount on said.
YouTube
membership. You know what SoCount on said about him.
Well, there it is. Makes for a quick adjustment. Xpero similarly not reading Ivy's position, so ends up falling.
For those who don't have membership, to give you the summary, he was talking about meta, and he was like, yeah, it's kind of like what happened with us in Yoru.
Get what you need.
We couldn't tell Dommy to play Yoru because he would just always go in too deep and not escape, even though his TP was set.
Get this crossfire going.
It's like he's just too aggressive. He's learned now, but like it's hard to break that habit.
Really well thought out. They are just so ready.
Yeah, that was when we were, and he was basically saying like, some teams just don't get to play the meta they want.
Very happy with what they've been seeing.
Dude, I laughed so hard. He was like, no, like he's learned now, and I was like, no, I get it, but like I see what you mean. Like I know, I get it. Hey, thank you, Keyframe.
Have some answers for some of these crunch plays that NONGSHIM's dialing up in mid. You're gonna be able to take some control of A-Link.
What I hear is he should... Dude, honestly, though, no, actually, okay. Dude, what the heck?
Try to go towards the mains a little
Dude,
bit.
the guy on the left flew from Egypt to come watch NONGSHIM.
So maybe looking for a little more patience.
The other guy flew from Canada.
At the beginning of the rounds for RRQ.
Dude, NONGSHIM winning.
Maybe intentionally give up a little bit of space to see if you can bait a reaction.
What's the price of Shin Ramyun in Egypt? Can we get some Shin Ramyun for that guy to Egypt?
That they came from Egypt, maybe. I saw something about Egypt.
Really?
Yeah, well, the other saying that they came from Canada.
I can't wait for Domby to do something outrageous. The thing is, chat, I actually don't want Domby to play Waylay again. Like, it'd be so great, but literally, I think the best way to use Waylay right now is like lots of variety, lots of discipline, and that's just not his style. Like, he can get away with cool things on Waylay, but I think it's just, it's actually kind of counterintuitive to his style.
Well, okay, so this is the A-Link.
Lots of good delay.
I was curious about.
Oh, the stuns. Buys enough time for everybody.
They're going to be the ones trying to.
Oh, dude, Jumpkin was so. Sorry, that mic peaked, but what are we doing? It's a neon. It's a neon ult.
Huge round as Ivy.
What are we doing?
This man should get the turn to take down Cushy. We'll stop it from being a flawless. Francis now needing to do absolutely everything and cannot make it happen. It's a decent little go of it, but in the end, RRQ. Little half by ends up.
Wait, what happened to the pin chat? Am I the only one who can't see it?
Tie this up.
Yeah. I really like the timeout here.
Dude, what the heck?
Obviously, you have the ult from Jumpkin.
Dude, I honestly think the worst part is probably you guys are hearing the echo. Like, I can hear this room echo through my headset.
Help from some util.
Basically, it's a really big room with a really high ceiling with literally nothing.
Francis,
very echoey.
Makes you concerned. But Jumpkin good for the fourth, but it's more about the link control there.
Oh, I know what happened. I think it might have been pinned.
I'd like to see them try to bait a reaction out of Francis here. See if you can get that snake bite out of the round early. Then you could pivot towards the other sides of the map and then have a little bit more comfort to re-wrap back over to B if you need to. Let's see if they can get something. Exactly
yes, the red suit for Q and home ground was
still a lot.
Just from the wardrobe
TP into the back. Monjet arriving. Persia gonna hold down main. Finds one traded. Sun coming through. Xpero.
Oh, the box. Oh, okay. Dude, he grabbed that after. Huge. Okay, you know. Wait, do we know? No, we don't know. We kind of know.
Things are coming down. They're reading Monjet's position incredibly well.
I'm kind of scared of Monjet's position here. Monjet's been going big. Dude, Ivy, we got to win this. We got to win this, Ivy.
Trying to make it work, and I think Ivy might have had his eyes up on the minimap there. Monjet
finds
one, but
that's okay, though.
Swinging forward.
Oh, I don't know about... Francis might be overcooking. This means... Yeah, Domby has to back off if Francis is going to overcook.
Try to get the spike through.
And RB is drawing a lot of attention. That is good. Oh, the smoke to pretend that you're not there. But RQ actually has a good read on this. They have a good read on this.
Timing here from RB. Backing away.
Dude.
Now re-peeking. Snapping, however.
Dude, 1v2. Domby, get ahead. Domby, please don't... If you can't get the instant kill.
Neons parallel to one another, sprinting across onto the B side. The plan.
He hears you. He hears you. No. Chill. Chill.
Here underneath of tower, Jumpkin to try to clutch it out, but the timing is not on his side.
Okay. Oh.
Domby from above keeps NONGSHIM in the lead. Now 2 rounds away.
The feedback is yeah, it's probably the echo.
Yeah, I like the ideas initially by RRQ in the macro, but
I can look
then they try to make kind of a weird play with Monjet going for the TP. The real issue is you get caught by the sonic sensor at the front of the door, and Ivy, that creates a contain onto Monjet, so his flank angle isn't really effective. Then you're scrambling to try to figure out a way to get to the other side of the map, and just a tough situation to read there for Jumpkin, and Domby plays it really well. Fakes the footsteps like he's going back in towards elbow or towards the arches, and instead just stuck around. Bamboozled his opponent Neon. Domby certainly just one of the best Neons around. So smart.
He damn well better be how much he plays it.
True.
Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you for that.
Quick clear of this barrier mesh.
Hey, what's up, Yugi boy?
Backpedal the Prowler, chasing forward.
We're doing okay. NONGSHIM had a slow start, but oh, you saw him. Oh, dude, the Hunter's Fury actually wrecked him. Oh, RB's Hunter Fury actually wrecked Persia.
Still the ones profiting here, still coming out on top.
Oh my gosh.
A 2v5 to try to get up the map point.
Should save.
Oh, that's right.
Absolutely
Dude,
should.
it's not
Same time,
over.
you're gonna have the
Chill,
consideration as the
save.
calls come in,
Think
like,
about the
all of them are
econ.
wrecked. Everyone
Like,
destroyed.
you
They're
can't
all
get
so
in with the
low.
vice
I
there.
know. It's one of those just. If it's
Damn,
ranked, you
dude.
go for it.
Oh, I mean,
I actually wouldn't be
you're
so,
ranked,
like if
your
DFM and
your
NONGSHIM were to
teammates not
play
even
today. I
hearing
don't think
you
it would
call
be
out that they're one shot.
too
That's true.
They have
shocking
everybody else muted.
if
That's
DFM
true.
got the win. Because I think basically NONGSHIM is
Listening
currently
to
in a
whatever
transition
music
phase
and
where
not
they're
comment at all.
learning to play more as a structured team, like mixing that in. And while that is like good, and when they
That
do it
was-
well, it looks very good.
And then when they die to
That's a
flank that you
transitional
called,
phase.
they
Whereas I
go,
think
"What the
DFM
hell?"
is really
Yeah.
heavily
Why would you
leaning
let me
into
know?
the like
I said it.
get the fraggers kills,
Yeah.
and they're doing it very well.
How's that?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
K-pop
I
Demon
mean, I'm
Hunter
not thinking about the
soundtrack
map.
treating you that you're
pool.
not-
I'm
that
just
you're
saying,
listening
like, if
to
you're
instead of
playing
your
on,
teammates, huh?
You know, a map that you're both comfortable on.
So,
I don't think
weird,
DFM
every time you
clears,
mention
but
this,
I don't think
feel
it'd be
like
as.
the
I mean,
old
DFM.
It's not bad.
You've
Like they're
watched
looking
it,
like a
and
team
I
that can
still
take a
don't
match
really
off
know
of anybody
much
right
about
now
it at all.
it's
on a
solid.
good day.
You still haven't watched Andor, have you?
Nope.
You're dead to me.
Was I ever alive?
Dude,
dude?
I saw the
That's
G2
a-
boys
there
are
you go.
joining TriCast. It's like,
Can't try
dude,
to
they're just
dangle
doing
that over
side
my
quests because
head.
they know they're
Not gonna be
qualifying for
having that.
champions.
That's true.
It's actually insane to
Oh,
have
Oh,
current
my God,
players
what?
join the
Oh,
TriCast.
Munyet! Oh, he has just bailed him out.
Huge.
What a TP!
I Chimki was out that two because of the decay.
Huge.
He's
Oh, the
still gonna cut him out, but
That's
my
rough.
goodness,
That's.
Munyet
I mean,
just
that's
goes
a
for the crazy
gamble
play.
too
Oh my
from
God.
Munyet, but he trusts in the Viper wall, gets ahead of it.
What anticipation! Expecting that there was going to be that crunch from NONGSHIM, and they had an answer this time. Awesome stuff.
You just gotta hold. Can't let them know.
Spike planted.
This is
Oh, you know,
starting to
one's
look scary
close.
for NONGSHIM.
Ooh.
Oh God!
Francis can't even try to find that opener. Even if he had, counter swing out from tower could have come through. What a play from Munyet. Need to see it back on the replay. Absolutely saves this round from the outset.
I mean, my
It's okay.
assumption
11-11.
is that Jemkins just bait the whole time.
NONGSHIM just wants
He's
to
just
let
running
everyone
out
make
there
a
and
wish. All
It's all
good.
to set up that TP. Ivy. Whoa, I thought for a second he was going to get it, but X-Row turns and gets it. Yeah, that should be the save here for Persia. Yeah, some of these rounds just, it all comes down to just who can out-execute who. Who's going to guess a little bit better. Oh no.
Not being able to find that at all. I mean, Chimkins,
That's
36
rough.
health, taking that fight. And in flawless fashion, RRQ tie it up 11-11. NONGSHIM, do they pump the brakes here? They still have
They
two
should.
timeouts.
I think they should.
Oh,
You
from
look back
that
at this,
side
I mean,
too.
he's just out there.
I mean, they see him just like half a second too late.
Really just
I
an
mean, honestly,
unexpected
that's actually way better than I thought it was for Munyet.
maneuver
It's just
that
really well
Munyet
done.
pulls off. You never
They're
seen
just not
anything like
expecting
that.
it.
Probably,
Yeah.
I don't think they ever did it against GE that I remember.
So timeout.
Oh boy.
Well, they didn't really get the opportunity to try to do it against
All right, they
GE.
read the
Well,
half armor
that's fair.
situation. RQ has an outlaw. NONGSHIM has to consider this as an option. It's been so prevalent. They definitely know now.
Clear the drone, a reposition here from
It's
Cushy.
double
Look
outlaw,
at the deadlock util over on A.
Oh, he's just a dump.
and they both have phantoms. Okay,
This is
that's
a
smart
landfill
from
of deadlock
RRQ.
kill.
I mean, you're not expecting a double outlaw anyway, so at most you're only expecting one.
Let's see what they want to do around this.
It doesn't
Clear
really
it,
change
maybe
too
just look
much,
for a
right? Like you don't
reaction.
want
The
to,
sonic sensors to worry
like the
about.
Guardian
Ivy's
just
done
doesn't
a
want to
great
show
job
traces
playing
through
off of
smokes and
those.
stuff.
Okay.
Trust the stun for a little
There's the
bit.
Annihilation too.
But trying to
Nightfall
go for it
coming
in this
out.
position.
They're
Like,
trusting
they
in
just have somebody
the
get
they're
spammed
trusting
out.
in the
Right.
second
You might grab him
stun.
for a second, but unless you
You've
can
got a
counter
lot
spam
of
somebody,
good
I'm not sure if
sonic
it's gonna
sensor setups, by
be
the way,
as
on A.
valuable as you
It's
want.
pretty good. And then
Nightfall's
B
gonna be
too, you
annoying.
can do a lot of trap plays for the actual entry on main.
Jemkin's so weak already. Down
They're
to
gonna go
11
for a
HP
fake.
off of that spam battle.
They want to go for a fake because nobody's pushed out
Crazy
past
guy,
the
is
vice
he
wall.
just gonna try to sell the fake?
They're gonna go re-clear,
Oh, it's a crunch in
and
towards
then
link.
they're
Yeah,
just
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
go for a crunch.
Okay, grab this.
Dude,
come
Jemkins
through.
at 11.
Easy guy.
Jemkins at okay. Thank you. We
forward here
slowed him
towards
down.
his
We slowed him
demise
down.
and
Very
towards the dive.
good. Very good. We
frantic
chill. We
spray.
chill. We chill.
Gonna clear
Okay,
him out.
they're
This is
through.
going
They're
to
through.
The position here over to the remainder of the players.
Huge.
Relay bolt bounce
Stops
out into
stops
the
it.
corner.
Stops
the
it.
plan.
Okay, whoa, Francis, chill.
France is now getting closer and closer.
Hey.
Finds the first for the second Sparrow.
Okay. Oh
Cannot
my.
make it happen.
Dude, Dombey just
Dombey
scares
just
me every
Get on top of him there,
single
a pit
time.
pass
I'm like,
that he
dude,
can
there's only
anticipate.
14 seconds left. We
NONGSHIM
can
get
swing together, man.
themselves up
Oh my
to map
gosh.
point.
Come on,
given how this has been going these last couple rounds, RRQ could absolutely.
You know what
still
I have
take
realized though,
this
chat?
That's true.
Chat, I was in Siggy
rebuild
stream
there,
for a
but-
little bit during the first match. And
That's
while
a
it
gamble
made
and
me
a half
lose a
from
lot more
Crazy
faith
Guy.
in humanity
Trying to
and
sell
what Twitch chat has done to all of your brains,
a little bit of
there was one
direction
thing
where
that
the
I will
pressure's
forgive
coming
all of
from
you
with
for.
the Nightfall.
The pin chat doesn't show up very reliably
with
on
Jemkin
mobile.
only at 11 HP, that's what makes that so challenging. You think maybe you can get there. He knows he's going to get
So,
hit by
you
the
know,
Annihilation. He knows that
Forgive
Ivy's
you
there.
a little bit on that.
Outlaw. These Neons, one away from the overdrive. You said Outlaw.
Dombey's gonna come.
Still there. Two players
Blood pressure
susceptible.
issues.
It's Cushy. Ooh.
I mean,
Sounds not gonna
sometimes
be
he gets
found, but
lucky with
doesn't
it.
find too much damage back onto him. He does have a Phantom in
Dude,
behind
I don't know
this
how
as
he
well.
lived there actually. Dude,
Swaps over
he
to that.
whipped both. How do you whip both?
And that's gonna
Yeah, mobile
delay
Twitch is
one
bad.
out.
I mean, I was on a tablet,
Going
but it
on
was
over
still
at A
bad.
main, and NONGSHIM wants to shore up the defenses here again. Do you have a plan to deal with
Yeah,
that?
no,
You
YouTube
need to
is much
reposition
better
the
about
Sonic
that,
sensors this
actually.
time, too.
YouTube just superior,
Playing all in the
obviously.
same spot though. So they're not going to be spamming the box for now, so not going to find that early chip damage that they had gotten in the previous round.
Find you.
Haunt goes into the mid, but nothing going to be spotted there.
Yeah,
Thing is,
Dombey's
Jemkin
position is
just goes
kind of
right up the
iffy.
gut.
He's in a position where you have
Spot
to
up for Persia.
constantly expose yourself. Okay.
It's the
hit.
Oh.
Sonic sensor now. The Sander.
Oh,
my God!
dude! The
IBRP
read!
absolutely massacring
The
them.
read! Because he sees the neon.
Pontiac
He sees
trying
the lightning
frantically
fingers.
to make something happen, but that's going to be Crazy Guy by himself put down.
Let's
13 to
freaking
11.
go, man.
Rocky start here from
Yo,
NONGSHIM, but they find
by the
their
way,
footing.
the only
They
flaw
close
of
out their
YouTube
map
chat is
pick of
relevance goes
Corrode.
crazy.
Yeah, these are some great rounds at the end by
Dude.
Ivy. Love these setups and
Dude,
just
Ivy, let's freaking go,
reads how they're
man.
gonna want to get this
Dude, I'm
overdrive
so
into
happy.
play so nicely, and him and RB just slaughter RRQ.
Ooh, what? Ooh, RB looks like he's having like an
love the way
immediate
they play
discussion about
this
the
map
game with
sometimes.
Persia. Wonder what they're
Yeah,
talking
RRQ,
about.
some good punches, some good ideas. But that deadlock
Honestly,
detail becomes
honestly,
such
you know
a
what I'm
nuisance,
most proud
and
of in this
Francis
game,
did a
chat?
great job early on, and Viper
Even though I
shutting
missed
some
what
things
happened?
down.
When it's so stacked up like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks
The
like
fact that they
Ivy's just
recovered
playing Orcs Must
after
Die.
being down
Just all
4-0
these
or
trap
whatever.
set up, and as they just come through, they're just
I mean,
getting
dude,
absolutely
Deadlock's good on
chipped
this
to
map.
pieces
You just have to know how to
by all
play
the
Deadlock.
different util.
Oh, don't show me this again.
I mean, yeah, that was.
Yeah, I've noticed some people just like give up on YouTube.
That was a
But as someone who lives in Korea,
Couldn't really
YouTube chat,
finesse
don't worry,
that
I'll
one.
never forget about you.
But,
Never forget about you.
This was a
What's
lot
up,
of
Noah?
back and forth, and honestly, I'm
Yeah, lost double pistol
very
and still
shocked
won. That's actually
that
huge. You're
NONGSHIM
right.
just
You're
didn't
right.
call a timeout.
Yeah,
I
we
thought
also
the
didn't
coaching
call a
staff was gonna get
timeout.
So
We're just.
worried.
I'm not gonna say it.
You know,
Not
as
gonna
that
say
run
it.
back was coming through, but they kind of just trusted in the team, and they were able to get it done.
Cockiness is not good. We're just not gonna
yeah,
say
no,
it.
that is crazy, right? Like, you know, sometimes though, as a coach, you might hear the comms from your team and think, well, they're saying what I'm going to say anyway. So
True.
Did they show the T1 game there too? They probably
Give it a
did. I
case.
actually wonder
Don't
how
have
that
the
worked
insights
because I
that they
wonder if
do.
they sold
Either way,
tickets
trust
for that.
It ended up paying
Probably
off. So-
not. Uh-oh. Well,
We're going to go ahead and send this back to the analyst desk because that was a chaotic map, and there's plenty to talk about.
it's okay. It's okay, chat. We can catch back up.
Well, we knew this was going to be
We can just
this
do a
was
little
gonna be
1080,
chaotic. It's
all
RRQ
good.
and NONGSHIM after all, and
We're not that
this
far-
first
oh,
map
no, no,
definitely
no.
delivered.
We'll do
It
that.
was so back
good.
and forth, especially in those last few rounds, but eventually NONGSHIM takes the dub here in Corode.
Yeah,
Yo,
absolutely. I mean,
commend.
you had both teams playing Viper,
Thank
both
you,
teams
thank you.
playing the Neon. Things
Sonny
can get
and
a little
Sleeves
bit
chat earlier as
chaotic
well,
there.
making the
You know,
rounds.
you got your Viper wall.
Oh no, chat. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm taking the direct browser source.
You're
so
popping through them. The Neons
let
are
me see
running
if I can
around
just
everywhere.
open a because
Yeah,
I
honestly,
can't
this
do
game could have gone
a
either way, but you got to give credit to
browser.
NONGSHIM. A couple of beautiful util combos closed out the game at the end of things, and it's great to see a deadlock meta coming to fruition. Ivy's been back to last year before it was meta. They kind of turned a lot of people's heads playing that on Bind.
Yeah, I mean, he's so comfortable on that agent. That's why it's such a good fit, agent. That's why it's such a good fit. He was getting reps in before it was good, like you say. So it's very, very natural for him. Now it's even stronger, having those multiple grab nets around. You can tell
Yeah,
he's
go,
really
go,
managed to
go,
maximize
big
the
time.
value
Go,
of
go,
his
go.
utility.
Catch up.
Ivy
That's
off the
right.
walls with the
Oh, we caught up too much. Damn it. You have to stop it before it actually
Jemkin
reaches.
on that Neon. He was there on the other side. 6 first kills from him. He was putting in a shift, trying his best there.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the only times he's played Neon. He hasn't played it very much at all. He hasn't played it at all this year. 6 first kills. Honestly, I thought it was a good accounting of himself.
By now
and I have to say as well,
Monyet
continues to have good form. He's had some absolute stinkers on the Omen lately, but this game,
why didn't you go to the event
was also quite good. They would definitely...
I was already melting in the suit jacket. Dude, I cannot imagine being in those mascot suits in that arena, man. It gets friggin' hot. It wasn't even that hot. It just gets, you know, just with the crowd and everything. On which note, this room is really hot. Although I think the AC's on now. It wasn't on earlier. Can you try to sing some songs? I feel like the mic gives auto-tune somehow. Twinkle, twinkle, little
It's good you pointed
star.
that out because, like, performance-wise, RRQ, it looks like they should have won this. But yet, still goes over to NONGSHIM, and I feel like there was still a lot of that
Silva got more kills than Deadlock's down than Deadlock. You know what's really funny? I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything because I saw the kill feed and I saw the blonde hair and I was like, damn, Ivy, and then I looked closer and I was like, oh, it's actually RB.
This seems to be the duality of NONGSHIM at the moment. Well, we know that their potential is sky high, but then equally things just don't necessarily go their way. So we do have a replay we want to look at as well, but this is about how both teams
how was the T1 Homeground hosting experience? Yeah, we can talk about that a little bit as the desk yaps a little bit. Chat, I'm just going to go ahead and say, dude, we need to get to a point where more teams can afford to do that. It was so, like, it's such a vibe to have a clear, like, home and away field, like, fans that you know are just straight up committed to your team no matter what. Like, it's such a vibe. Like, it gives me, like, grand finals vibes with a home crowd. Like, it gives it, dude, honestly, not the size wasn't comparable because obviously it wasn't filled, but like one of the most almost chilling experiences I've had working an event was when I worked at TI8 for Dota 2, where there was you know, OG playing, and then who was the opponent? Which Chinese team was it?
But there were a lot
I know
of
Yissel knows.
Jemkin actually, like you mentioned,
but like the arena was clearly divided in half, and like
I
think it was LGD. Yeah, you're right. And like the Chinese fans were like giga loud, and then you know everyone else rooting for OG was like, and like to have like an arena that's clear cut, like that's like a true sports experience, right? It was PSG LGD. Yeah.
It's trouble.
And like, honestly, you know, the show match and stuff, people were filing in. It was still pretty empty, etc. Oh, also, I told people in Sliggy's chat, but if you watched it, if you watched that match, by the way, I don't know why they had it set up this way. The only main cameras that show the full stage were actually stationed. I mean, I know why they did it this way because you're going to be facing that side when you do interviews, but they were stationed in the T1 supporter zone, so that zone was packed. That zone was sold out for the Valorant match, like for today. But those cameras are shooting literally the opposite side, which was, you know, like 3/4 empty.
So yeah, I just don't love the composition into a deadlock there. But Ivy played the game really well.
It was
exactly what you supposed
like I thought it was so funny because I was like, well, this camera definitely isn't doing justice. Like they showed it more on some of the other mobile cams, but
so smart, so smart. I have him on my team, but I don't want to get my hopes up. She says very quietly, it's like, no, we're not going to talk about it. I'm not
I know you from Platshot. I've never served you, even though I was watching a ton of VC streams, which is insane.
Oh,
YouTube algorithm and stuff? Dude, YouTube is rough, man. I gotta put on more videos, though. Did you get to talk to Tens? Yeah.
What does that mean?
I mean, it means they have a lot of
I told him I wanted more trash talk before the show match, and he was like, he was like, okay, I can try. He's too nice. He's too nice.
You don't need to call a timeout because the reason you lost the round wasn't something that
Chat is proud of you. Thank you. I do think it's funny that Soup Chat was praising my English.
After the round is lost, they go, oh, I screwed this up, or I need to
appreciate it. But yeah, no, it was fun. Honestly, because I've never been to their home grounds for League of Legends, so I've always wondered what it was going to be like. But like,
right, and maybe it's
honestly, the moment they won, and like the fans, well, I mean, obviously T1 Nongshim fans are also like super passionate, but like they go insane and like they see the players giving fist bumps to everybody, so like everyone's like trying to clamor to the front, and like that vibe, and then also like Zeta having to walk through that, like it's sad, but I think that's such an important experience on both sides. And obviously it's hard to like, we can't ever do like a fully traveling league, but like I hope Zeta one day is like willing to work with Riot to make something happen where they can like invite the team over to Japan for the weekend to have their own home ground. Like that would be so cool. Like that would be so cool. That would go so hard. No, this isn't a home arena. Like, so what T1 and Gen G do is they rent out an arena, but they like make it T1 or Gen G's.
Okay, so they do have
they
that
recently started doing allowing it and testing it in EU as well for LEC, for League.
So
Obviously
in
in EU, like for instance KC has their own arena. I don't know if that's where they did it,
Are they
but
gonna bring it out against RRQ?
No.
but in Korea, like they don't own the
getting
arenas, but you know they rent it out. T1 saw your professional translator moment and invited the best person on the show. Dude, I also talked to some of the T1 staff about it. I was like, by the way, because we were all chilling, and I was just like, by the way, I had to call you guys out on a couple things, but like the biggest thing was you guys gotta get them the audio and video. And they were like, no, we saw.
There were a lot of highlights.
I know we saw your video.
Again,
And I was like, all right.
The problem with RRQ is
just wanted to put that out there.
But why? Why can't they take the dub? We're gonna see if they do just that.
유튜브에서도 그랬어요.
Especially since they do need these wins. Once again, they've gone up against NONGSHIM so many times. Do they finally win this time?
To be honest, the first time I heard you casting, I thought you were American. Well, I mean, in my English is way more fluent.
No changes there, Monyet once again.
All right, what are we going? Haven.
He had a pretty good game on the Omen, so I could see another Monyet.
We'll see. Yeah, the Monyet's quite frankly like he's on a bit of a solid split. But yeah, the Viper.
Does he hasn't played anything else? Has he played?
No, he's just turning into Munchkin 2.0, which I don't know how I feel about that, but he's fragging, so I'll take it.
It's a Munchkin cosplay. Well, I'm excited to see it. He seems to be improving more and more with every match that passes, but we'll see if RQ can make their comeback here on Haven, or.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, the trouble is the trouble with home ground is not every team gets to do it, but I do think it's still good for the sport because obviously, if it's only one team that can do it in the entire league, that's not good. And for Pacific, VCT Pacific, it's harder because obviously, like SEA teams, even if you were able to like rent an arena out and whatever, like some of the regions, like traveling to that region is even harder, right? So like back and forth. So I think in Valorant it's gonna be tougher, but I hope Riot can figure something out where they like just like offer up a weekend that like if they're willing to just for that match or something like that, because
yeah, for sure.
I think it's so good for branding and growth.
Usually, but obviously
dude, like I'm here as a NONGSHIM guy, and like just looking at the arena, like how crazy people were going, how much the players were enjoying it, and like how much Zeta's feeling the defeat and everything. I'm just like, dude, this is sick. Yeah, like RQ could probably afford it, but like obviously, you know, the whole thing with like flying people out there and then making sure you have the right feed to come back and all that, like that's always tough. So who knows? But I think EMEA can actually do a lot more with it, right? A lot more easy travel by train and whatnot. Oh, okay. Whoa, are we filling or not? Are we filling or not? I mean, Francis just going to defend on his own. Francis just going to, okay, he's just going to hold on to the site, all right? He just says, all right, team, you don't want to come in? That's cool. I'm just going to win the round for us. Whoa.
Sparrow cannot make it happen. It is a monstrous round from Francis.
Listen, if he wants to turn into true Munchkin 2.0 and just get all the kills as well, like I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it's not a ghost, but it's good enough with the classic.
I'm still here. Yeah, Paradox. I'm still here. Well, I'm not in the arena. I'm in the, there's like a, this is where they had the fan festival last year for champions. I'm in like a back room in the separate ball room.
Into open space, nobody to cover, nobody to trade for RRQ.
Yes, something, hashtag NONGSHIM bundle, buy the NONGSHIM bundle, be like Francis, etc., exclamation mark Francis, NONGSHIM's the GOAT, eat your Shin Ramyun.
It's dealt with
the better red team.
Allows them to just turn their attention.
Yada.
Back on towards the site. Wasn't sure if
and an outlaw.
Excuse me, crazy guy was going to keep pushing up there.
From the check in. Sparrow not going to get blind tagged by it here. As Crazy Guy does slide
Crazy
back
Guy,
down
one and
through
done.
sewer.
Unless they don't push him. Oh, actually, dude, this setup's insane because they had Jemkin
does
watching
manage to
for him
escape
too.
before the
If he
Outlaw
gets
can get
one
on the
kill and he
line.
TPs out, Jemkin would have traded for it. That would have been an insane setup. But thankfully,
Trying to get info.
NONGSHIM, they don't walk right into it.
NONGSHIM. Just playing it so close to the vest. They haven't given up a darn thing. They're trying
Blink
to figure
twice
out
if you're stuck in
where
the back
stack of
rooms.
RRQ is. So the good news
Do you think
for
Zeta
RRQ
DFM is big enough
also
to pay for a
kinda hit
similar
it.
event with the groups or playoffs? I mean, I think
Everything
they
is, but-
can. I think Zeta like knows they would fill the arena.
They changed directions again.
I don't know about DFM right now. Maybe
Now we're
as
gonna
they
get
grow.
towards
I think
BHS,
Zeta knows they
pivot
could
towards that
fill
C
the
site should
arena.
they need to.
But I mean, DFM probably could if they make it like a
Sparrow
full festival
similarly
with Crazy Raccoon, right?
Sliding back.
But the problem is
forcing
like,
it
can
even
they
further
afford
away,
to
so
make
they're
sure
gonna
that
try
they
to
hit
go
all
for
the
any spam here
logistics
at
to
the
make it
moment.
possible? But I
Get a
think
little bit of
Japan is
extra damage
probably the
there,
most
but Tombi
likely.
Bit faster.
What are we shooting at here?
With a significantly better weapon, catches him in the head, so kill comes across RQ. Given that there is no movement,
Why is the
Tombi just
outlaw
gonna
exploring?
sit back and wait the down to
mean-
the spike.
Yeah,
Whatever.
good stuff from NONGSHIM. Good read there.
뭔가
with not a
F1
ton
팀
of
라디오
information.
목소리 같아요.
Could get the B plant down pretty safely.
Someone's saying it sounds like F1 comms,
Hunting though.
the team radios.
I mean, Downbeat with the ghost, might as well.
Yep.
Over the corner, the headshot, looking for the transfer, the double face out. All right,
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa,
okay.
whoa, 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 RB. You're
gonna
on this
die.
team to turn the NONGSHIM
So
boys
Crazy
more
Guy
like you,
and
not for
Cushy,
you
so-
to turn into a NONGSHIM boy.
Not
We
really
got-
any significant
we got-
damage
there-
dealt.
I think there's a
Ghost
little
and Marshall
confusion
gonna be
here on
lost.
who's
NONGSHIM
diluting who.
with the
We
2-0
gotta-
start here on the attack.
We gotta chill out. We gotta chill
Not
out.
bad at all. So far, so good for NONGSHIM.
Has
making some good
China ever
reads.
done a home? Actually, that's a good question. I don't know.
You know, a
Maybe
side of the map
not.
where
Obviously,
RRQ was
JDG has their own
fantastic the
arena.
last time they played it, so gonna need to
How
get
much were
engaged,
tickets to the
gonna need
T1
to get
event?
some of that
Expensive.
magic going
I
for
don't
Manya.
know. I don't
He
know if the
was
Valorant day
devastating
was the
on the
same, but
defender
they had
side on
3-day
that
passes,
neon.
which is also why I
Now
think
you're going up against
some
a
seats
very
suffered
different
from
play
that
style.
because probably
The way
some
NONGSHIM
League fans just bought the
pilots that
3-day
neon.
pack and they just didn't
They're happy to just
show up
go.
today, or they only dropped by for a little bit. But
Speaking of which, still going to be suspected
Sparrow.
perhaps Sparrow's alone here on this side
with the
of the
TP?
map. But yet,
oh, he
taking
notices
down
it
Sparrow
last
with his own
second,
one.
man.
Jemkin now joining in the fray.
Oh, it was a nice
Does find
attempt.
Francis. And right now it's looking
But they had to
damn
peek
good
out
for RRQ.
immediately off the
RB now
shrouded
last one
step.
standing.
That's rough.
Will falls
A little bit
Sparrow flat,
haphazard.
Finds the kill. Quickly dispatching the enemy team. RRQ will play the anti-bonus out relatively clean.
They did. I mean, they
Yeah,
played the Valorant
pretty good
finals
there.
in the JDG arena. That's
Some
true.
good info from Xfero staying tucked in next to that box.
No, I didn't get a
NONGSHIM
3-day pass.
Trying to find some answers, but
Chat, I'm ready to go home
Nice
after this
opener from
match.
Ivy.
If NONGSHIM wasn't playing today, I just would have skipped the second
Forward by
match. I would have
Persia.
been like, sorry,
With
chat, no
time for
stream.
Util, giving
I'm
you a
going
little
home.
bit extra info.
I've been here since
This time RRQ much quicker
like
to react on the
10
pistol
a.m.
round.
I've been here for
Pieces
almost
on the
12
board
hours.
were Moved much quicker. So RB with just a Guardian. It's going to be the only non-rifle, or well, non
I start
full
downloading
automatic
PoE
rifle
here.
coming into this round.
DRX turned RB into DRX, and to this day he is like DRX. If NONGSHIM were to
Anybody
turn to
else?
RB, they'll just be another DRX, and I don't want that.
Phantoms.
Well, they not 100%. I just want like
Slow approach towards
I just
B.
want like 35% DRX mixed in.
Played
You know what I
tight
mean?
angle.
Persia TP
Okay.
up over the top now in the back
The
sight.
double.
Things spotted so far, but
The
Downbeat
main
needing
force needs to,
a
if they're going to
big
actually
chunk
try
of
to stick
damage.
this, they need to draw a lot of it.
Pulls the 10, RB taken down here. Downbeat, the one to collect the spike and now trying to rotate.
Okay, are we
it
trying to
outside
bait them
forward.
in, or are we
Manya
trying to plan?
gains
What are we
some
doing here,
space
NONGSHIM?
It's a falling the wayside with Jemkin. There's the mind Persia. That's gonna be a trip. Need to be cleared as it's found. Cannot find that kill. Cannot- there goes
Okay,
running all around
of
the map.
course.
The spike is now in
Well,
Kami.
whoa, Domby. I mean,
clears
now
the
they know you're
trip.
there. Domby's so. Ooh,
And he's just rounding out.
I can't believe that.
Ivy,
This is
Ivy. Ah!
Jemkin, however.
Dude, if Ivy had won that, dude, if Ivy had won that, oh, the round was so good actually. If Ivy had won that,
As this is
oh my goodness.
just chaos.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, no way. Crazy Guy waits for this. Crazy Guy,
So
he's
much
actually
talk about,
crazy. No way you wait for this, man.
Certainly that's the end.
What
Yeah,
the
indeed.
heck?
2-2 now. I
Oh
mean, just
my
NONGSHIM just
gosh.
trying to answer quickly to the responses from RRQ. You know,
Is
too
there a
much
standout
pressure
player
at
on
the front of
Fear X?
B.
I think Fear X has a couple,
Jemkin.
but the real push,
Whoa!
dude, what? the...
That is a hell of a readjust.
I
Oh
mean...
my God, Jemkin. That is disgusting.
I hit a shot
That's
like
what
that the
RRQ
other
is gonna
day,
need.
but it was complete luck.
But then, you know, Dombi's just running around trying to find somewhere to get the spike. Just can't quite get the read in time. And, you know,
I think there's a couple
Francis,
standout
he's
players
known
on
to be
Fear
in
X,
garage,
but
the win in
the
courtyard.
real question is do they make it to
Huge
Ascension and
X
can they win? Right?
Yeah, just through the
Yeah,
smoke. and
Ploy's
find
really good. I
Persia
think
there.
Sid shows promise. Hermes always had talent. I just
Like
think it's a
maybe
matter
try
of
to
like, does he have the
Pick up
discipline?
the
But
orb. Either way. Good
But
first
there's
step
also the
towards
academy players,
denying
right?
a thrifty here.
academy players don't have to stick with their
Got that
org.
lucky.
They could be bought out. They could be transferred.
Pretty far back with a lot of info. Oh, that's a nice pickup from Anyet.
We're struggling. We're struggling. NONGSHIM is struggling because
Around the corner here.
they're actually just not
Just about to
quite
say.
sure on which
Totally out the ready for
area
Crazy
to
Guy.
take because
Good
they're
to
getting
send
shut
this.
down. Obviously, right now it's an eco,
Camera
but
gonna be cleared out. Trying to tuck into the corner. Tommy does manage to take him
he got his
down.
one. He got his one.
Trade.
I'll
quickly
always
there
defend
from
my
Bushy.
tank. He got his one.
catch lead So far, Ivy eliminated RB with the Sheriff. Gonna be able to find one more, but cannot get the round
Crazy
win.
Guy
RRQ
is
now 3 in a
the
row.
clairvoyant guy.
Gain the lead here on the defending side. NONGSHIM.
오늘 2대0 예상하시나요?
gonna continue to let it ride.
2대0이면 너무 좋겠지만 정말 솔직히 말해서 저는 2대0이면 RRQ 입장에선 너무 실망스러울 것 같아요. 농심한테 저희한테 2대0으로 지면 저는 그건 좀 큰 실망을 할 만하다고 생각합니다. I think someone was asking if I think it's going to be a 2-0 today, but in all honesty, I think if it does turn into a 2-0, you should be very disappointed if you're RRQ.
Some big ults on both sides. Pit, overdrive.
Okay, now with guns. Okay, we're going to pressure A. That's, dude, RRQ has the read every single time, though. Jemkin's just ahead of it. Jemkin is just ahead of it, man. He slows him down every single time. How are they getting the read every single time?
Didn't get the ping reveal, but yeah, I mean, they just fully stack it. 4 players here. Push up and 2 kills off the rip.
I almost think, here's the thing. It's very hard for Jemkin to hard push C. Like, that's so risky.
And those are 2 huge ults.
He probably will at some point, but
especially that overdrive.
not garage.
I think that'd be a great
I think you have
space
someone
creator.
on the lurk on C on default.
I think a good read
Check
from
if there's a
RRQ,
slow creep out.
realizing that
Wait for a push out of A, and if there isn't any,
NONGSHIM couldn't do anything
then
on
you
the other side of the map
re-clear
now with the Cypher setups. So they would try
with
to
the
make
wall.
some kind of presence at A.
and then you work the map. You basically pull. You have to pull a Gen G. You have
They
to
will be
spread the
given
map
site,
thin.
though. So seemingly it's going to be a post plant here. Paranoia is
I'm
used,
surprised
though.
to let Haven through.
Oh,
What did?
just here
Yeah, I
in
didn't even see the
RB.
bans actually. What did NONGSHIM ban today?
I don't think you're going to be able to feel
Probably banned
any comfort in trying to
Ascent,
utilize
is
that
my
at all.
Yes.
These 2 players left on the side can find an immense amount of kills. They cannot. Ivy Persia quickly going to be taken down. RB having to back away, but the chase is coming through, and
He's
he
coming.
is tagged up to all hell. Slide around the corner. Monyet with 3. The defuse it being stuck.
How much would it cost to
RRQ
buy the T1
now
suit?
get
It's
4
probably not that
rounds in a
expensive. It
row.
wasn't. It's not the.
In flawless
the
fashion,
best
and
qual-
you
yeah,
have
I
to
think it's
suspect that this is where the
Pretty
timeout
sure
needs
it's
to be
just
called.
part of a
Yeah, I
like
would think so.
just rotating rental.
That was so efficient. I mean, that dimensional drift gives you all the info you need. Persia tried to tuck in the middle
Here,
of the
let me look it
fast
up,
lane to
since
see if he could
chat
catch
is
someone off guard.
so
They weren't
unhelpful.
fooled in the slightest. He was dealt with it. Oh, he tried to slide out of it. and just shot in
Oh,
the
NONGSHIM
back.
banned Sunset. Yeah, I'm okay with that. NONGSHIM, and I wondered if
having
Bind
some
would have
fun.
been banned too, and Bind was
As
the
they said in
second
some of
ban.
the,
RQ
content,
banned
he's
Ascent. That's
noisy.
interesting. That is
The,
interesting.
The MO that Monyet has.
I mean, NONGSHIM
yeah.
beat Secret on Ascent, and I think it's good
I'd
that they
agree.
showcase that they're willing to play Ascent.
Monyet's
But...
a bit of a yapper. But
Well, when you said noisy, it sounded like you had like a German
Okay,
accent.
so
Noisy.
still count on
Noisy?
signing to the team.
noisy.
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 I don't know. It could either be the northern accent kind of creeping its way in as well.
Do you think
Yeah,
T1 will
you
try to
know,
get Uniton in the
too much of
offseason?
Not anymore.
No.
It used to be.
Wisconsinite? How,
Yeah, Wisconsinite. That's correct.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Wisconsinian was going to be my follow-up guess.
I almost like that better, but it is.
I
being
mean,
Wisconsin.
I don't
A
think
lot of
they
people in
need to
Wisconsin
though,
have
but we'll
very
see.
thick accents.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're a.
Yeah, I don't know. If,
Yeah, I mean, Yudoton's good. It's just literally like, I don't think T1, we'll see how the year ends for them, but I don't think they're in a need to get new players, especially when they have really good academy players.
Yeah, you do that, and I'll try
I mean, yeah, I expected the T1 academy team to beat the All-Stars team today in the show match, but I did not expect it to be a 13-2, man. They freaking crushed them. They were good.
Really from Jersey.
Yeah. You've never struck me as having much of an accent, for what it's worth.
Trained it out of myself at a young age.
Did you now?
Yeah, actually quite literally.
Oh.
Standard American dialect is one of the things that you go for when you're doing theater.
I believe that Seth would have, Achilles would have, because he did theater.
Growing up doing plays and studying at high school.
But also because strong New Jersey accents
Anyway,
are actually
giga
annoying.
Full cluster here from NONGSHIM. Stinger, Bucky,
It's fine to do
sheriffs,
this on the
a
eco.
guardian.
I'm fine. I mean, but I feel like if you're doing it on every eco, it gets very easy to read. They only show Francis,
The good news for NONGSHIM is
but
only the
he had a
Viper scene,
guardian, which I think
bad
that's what he
news,
shot.
look at the Cypher setup.
So
I mean, this is like
RQ has a
anti-Dombey.
decent idea. They also
Look at how
just have
low that
double
one
trap
is.
wires. Like, I don't know about that. I do not know about that. I do not know about that. Oh, do I know about that? Do I know about that? Domby? 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 Domby time? It's Domby in time? And he Dombied all over two people.
Now the dust settling.
Ah, now they know.
And that leaves Ivy
Ooh,
all
good
alone.
reposition too. What a bait from Crazy Guy.
But Jemkin will come away with a third. It's a decent attempt. It's decent.
Don't tell Liz that.
No plant found.
Listen,
that's
the more I
gonna be
find out,
RRQ
the
now,
more just
moving
Liz
up
and I
5
just
to
can't
2.
get along.
Just great reads again
Right?
from RRQ. They have
Like, I get it. I
such
get
a
it.
good
I get that there's
understanding
heritage.
of the
I've had
tendencies of
pizza in Italy. Like, I think it's great. But also, pineapple and pizza is pretty goated. Also,
really understand
New
RPA's
Jersey's
tendencies right now.
New Jersey
Gonna
kind of
move the Cypher
sucks.
util back over
Actually,
C.
New Jersey's pretty.
That low
Certain
trip,
parts
I
of New
mean,
Jersey
I
is
kinda
pretty
get what
good to
NONGSHIM
live
tried
in,
do here to
actually.
send Persia in
But
first to try
overall,
to
New
break,
Jersey as a state kind of
you know,
sucks.
any potential util that
I'm
might
just
be
gonna
in the
say
waste,
it.
you can get that overdrive going, and it almost worked. The response is just too good from RRQ again. Oh, the dink.
Finds him.
Oh,
Puts him down to 30. Francis
Oh,
trying to
they're
make
falling
something
apart.
happen.
I mean,
Just loses
dude,
his life.
when your team gets stuck in front, I'm just gonna say
Like
it.
outside of these first
This
two
is what happens
rounds,
in ranked
NONGSHIM can
when you can't
really
attack on
get
Haven.
nothing
Is
right.
you just
Quick peek in,
gather around in
kill
front of
on
garage
Neon,
and you try to find a
reveal,
fight.
RB completely out into the open now, has to
And it's
back
like
away.
if you're aiming to just get rid of the util, that's
trying to
fine.
get
But
himself
the other thing RQ
across
is
the
doing is they
gap
just
there,
know
but
the moment you
he's
get
gonna
first
get wall
contact, it's like
bang
they're gonna be
headshot
grouped.
For Ivy and Persia. Well, get cozy, because you have to survive for 1 minute.
yeah, Crazy Guy could just use his ult to check. Are they in spawn?
Did you know that there's a player named Hyunbin in the
I mean,
PUBG
that would-
mobile team of
That'd be
DRX?
pretty
No,
funny
I
if
did
they
not.
did. But they're actually kind of peeling back here a little bit. They don't know what's going on at Overday, so they have to make sure.
T1 needs a smokes at
Love
best.
to
Maybe
just
new coach or something. I
thwart
think
any
that
attempt at them
Uniton doesn't
getting
play
into
smokes or isn't a
opposed
coach.
plant, even though,
I mean, I get it.
yeah.
NONGSHIM is typically crazy enough
Okay.
to try to still make a plant here.
Yeah, RRQ respects it, dude.
That
Look
is
at how
not gonna be the
grouped they
case.
are.
They
So
are
this is a
very
lot of
much
respect
showing
from
restraint.
RRQ, actually. That's kind of shocking to see.
We got him.
They're on a dangerous path. New Jersey people scare me way more than NYC people and patriotism
funny
for the
that-
state
I mean,
city.
it
This is true,
somewhat
but if there's
honestly
one
makes,
thing
like,
that New York City
RQ
people
almost
aren't
look
afraid of, it's New
because
Jerseyans.
they're like, well, they could be planting.
Yeah.
Like, no, not this time.
Not that I'm like a
It's
true New
totally
York
the,
City person,
You
but
know, right thing to do.
Oh. Push forward. Can they swing it fast
Oh.
enough? IV.
okay.
Doesn't
Save two
find
rifles.
any more, so still going to be one charge.
I don't know what the coach has talked about, but I want to see them
RRQ
like,
continuing to look excellent here on this defending side.
Yeah, it's
dude.
these early plays that they make.
I
they're
stopped
so
trying to
ready
take
for
early
some of
space.
the
Let them take early space and
positions
fight
that
them there.
defenders are going to
You
wanna
can do
take
that.
peeks out
It's
of.
something you can do.
You saw them shut down Gen G earlier in similar fashion. Now it comes to fruition against NONGSHIM as well, where they're able to get that early dink, get an early kill. The round just starts falling out of control.
NONGSHIM banned
It's not able again for Mon yet.
Sunset,
He's trying to spam down the players that are just outside of mid doors.
which I think is fair.
Heading in where that turret usually gets set up for killjoys.
I don't mind them playing Haven
Saw that in the
because
VODs, I'm sure, and are going to be
you know
cautious.
there's a decent amount of
trying
data
to
out there for RRQ's
put
Haven, but
anybody
RRQ has historically been very Ewok has
the alarm
historically
bot
been
back here,
very good
so-
on Haven. So I think it's bold,
His Jemkin doesn't TP past
but
it.
you know you take your
Just
chance.
not.
It's the opponent's pick anyway. You take your chance on
have
something that you feel you have a
information.
lot of information on.
But it seems like he's just using this to get space and
Okay,
control
but
the map.
see what I mean,
While
chat?
they
If
lead
we had
towards
lurked,
a
see,
camera
we
on
would have
B.
seen that this is a very, very aggressive
Be
push out.
cleared,
Why are we
attention
lurking
being
outside of garage? Because
created.
if they hard push out of garage, you can pinch them.
They're-
You just hold passive on C long. You don't even have to fight it. You just need to know.
Nice timing on this toxic screen.
And then
About it,
re-clear
they
A.
have to
If
get
you
Ivy
find
across
someone,
this.
Dane,
And as the screen goes down,
and
this is
it's
gonna be kills
RQ
bound.
who's re-clearing. Oh, this makes me
RRQ.
so mad.
Very much have come alive compared to what we were witnessing on Corrode. And even then, it was still close. Cam gets a spot out.
30 seconds
RB
left.
needing to remove that. The spike gets brought forward, but 2v5. A back-breaking round here. One that potentially opens up for a run back for NONGSHIM if they can close this, but the likelihood just doesn't seem possible.
I mean, 2v5. I mean, I've seen
Even the
NONGSHIM
2B
win
in the
these,
backside,
but
just to go ahead and try to check. Jemkin, his position going to be noted. Reface back in towards the site. Persia immediately
rough.
dealt with his Monuet, goes sliding forward.
RB just pretending he doesn't exist.
And RB cannot find anything else. It's going to be a flawless here. It's a triple push through the sewer. A nice little happy excursion from RRQ. Becomes an absolute nightmare for NONGSHIM.
I thought for a second that might not be too bad. I thought.
I mean,
maybe
I'm
even
okay with the
exchanges
icebox.
at
I'm
the
okay
worst.
with going to
But look at the
icebox,
discipline
but
on
like,
who's watching
it's
what
okay
angle.
if we lose, but I want them to
Oh.
figure this out.
Crazy good.
Hold C,
Too
re-clear
fast,
A.
not actually
If
anticipating.
no one pushes out of C,
Even with that
re-clear
toxic
AD.
screen there.
If they push out of mid, pinch him.
RRQ fans,
Push
happy
him
to see
away. Do
that.
not chase for the kill. Just push him away. At
Things
some point, if
just
the
out of
defense
control.
can't get
NONGSHIM
proactive value,
cannot
they have
buy
to be
around.
spread thin on a 3-site map.
They're not gonna be
On an
able to
equal
buy
buy
a
round,
ton
no team is
for
going to be
this round.
crazy
They,
enough to
again, have
suddenly stack
Some
4,
ults
like
to toy
5
with, but
on
gotta get
one
into a
site,
spot to
even
use 'em.
4. Like you might stack like
He's been getting
3 and
shut
1
out
like
around
this on
before you
C
even have
and
a
garage,
chance.
but then you just don't go C if you don't have information. You know
Look
what I mean?
look
You
at
go
RRQ.
A.
They've got
They're
4
not
players
they're
over
not
on C.
stacking A randomly on a
They're
full
just
buy round
totally just going on hard
after
reads now.
like 50 seconds.
Saying we can play retake. We've been doing that.
LTP across. So a join in from Jemkin.
Here. Found my wire.
I mean, RQ. The thing is the funny thing to me is that like you should know that RQ knows exactly how to play against this Viper wall because that is one of the biggest ways they punish Gen G.
Not able to find the kill there on
That's
that
one of the
flank.
reasons I think RQ's very good at
Full
beating Gen G
reposition, and now he is
on
not
Haven now.
here with the rest of
But-
the team to try to counteract this. Needs to quickly rewrap. If you were going to commit an ultimate, you would want to use it right now.
I mean, we're not winning this round, but that was a
Top five down,
sick.
quickly blind it up as they will just go ahead,
They almost
pick their
missed it.
angles, find their targets.
They
And
almost
Ivy
missed
just
it.
doesn't know which way to look. Once more, it is damn near flawless. 1 casualty. 8 rounds in a row. RRQ.
No, just
Looking
once.
right
It's
as
okay if you
rain
lose
here
the
on
fight
Haven.
afterwards, as long as you're
So
fighting
creative
fair.
with
Just
this Cypher
once,
util.
just
Who puts one over in that back corner?
See it every now and then, but it's definitely uncommon.
just.
They're not the most common.
No. But it makes sense to throw them in odd places because then, you know, if the Neon's just running,
Hold
catch them off
C,
guard, and even if they're
re-clear
not,
A main.
catch
Just
other
just
players
once.
off guard.
Just once for me, please.
and they're so clean on these
Not even A
retakes.
main, A short.
Flashes are good from Jemkin.
Are you a riot
Jump out
caster?
of
No.
window-
I
heaven
mean, nobody's
from
truly a
Monuet.
riot caster anymore.
All timed really well. And look at
Almost
this.
everybody's
again.
freelance,
I'm gonna
even in
ask.
League.
Yeah.
How long have these ults been online? I know Ivy somewhat recently getting hits, but it feels like Francis has had the pit for the longest time. They just
I mean, the pit though. If you're losing
It's
on
just-
attack, when are
just
you gonna
can't
ever
get there.
use that thing?
You can't survive.
I think the pit can
It
be
is.
forgiven. I think.
RRQ's so good at this map.
oh, there's a judge.
Like, why?
It's another rifle gone.
I think what's happening is they're so
Kid
concerned about
almost
clearing Xfero's
He found there on
util,
a timing. Domby
which is
corner well.
good.
Does
It's
snap in for the headshot, but now maybe
important.
take it down, but Jemkin
Nice
if he can
shot,
find the one.
Jemkin.
Fury, this is Cushies, by the way,
Okay.
is going to be
Oh,
able to find
Persia
damage
eats
across
one
one and two.
too.
The pit now going to be in play.
Okay, the
NONGSHIM.
pit helps, but here comes crazy
Very much
guy.
looking to secure this. They have
Oh,
RB
RB.
tucked back here at
RB,
long.
show me R.
He caught a
Oh,
glimpse
okay. I don't
of
think he saw him.
Crazy guy there.
Oh, he did.
Regardless,
He closed
RRQ
for
now for the
Persia.
first time in a long time have their work cut out for them.
Oh, okay.
The headshot, crazy guy.
Here comes. Okay, you heard the slide. You heard the slide. You heard the slide. You heard the slide.
Dives into the back and finds a good amount of damage. Hasn't quite found the kill yet.
He's pinged. He's pinged. Huge recon. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get to 4. Let's get to 4.
Cannot make it happen. NONGSHIM will at long last break this win streak from RRQ.
Chobra, what's going to throw down at the NONGSHIM Gamer House if Francis is a wall later? I didn't even think about that.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, Kami. No. There's no shot. I think there is a shot because I think they're just going to copy. But surely you do not leave Haven open if you're going to copy Gen G's setups against RRQ. Surely not.
If Crazy Guy had gone towards long there, challenged RB's position, could have been a very different situation, but opted to go for Sewers, trying to get in position.
Yeah, I mean, YouTube chat, say what you will about New York City, but one thing for sure is that at least New York City, it's very apparent. Like, you know what people, there's not as much of a facade one way or the other. You can say that seems cold sometimes, but dude, okay. All right, and then a big push onto C with the Hunter's Fury. I like it. Oh, the late lockdown? I'm fine with that. Dude, he's trying to. Oh my! Nice shot from Magnet.
I mean, he's got to exit out of this one. It's going to be to his demise, and even if it wasn't, he would have just gotten detained, and that would have been it. Well.
Please. Okay, actually, we can't judge on the pistol because on the pistol, I'm okay with that wall on the pistol. Actually, I'm okay with that wall on the pistol. Their first buy round.
I think that this needs to. Let me see more.
Well, for sure. But I at least have some hope.
It was a little bit too late, but. They were so obsessed with finding Xpero's setups in Garage. And they were so obsessed with basically pressuring Garage to shake up the defense, but I think that was the wrong move. Also, Xpero's been very good at switching his setups on Haven. You have to give respect. The wall that we're talking about, the wall that me and a couple chatters really hate, which also a lot of other analysts also just don't like. This is what the Gen G does, and now a lot of teams are following.
That's crazy.
From A site, like across to B site on the entrances. A main, A short, B.
RB finds a brilliant Hunter's Fury. I mean, especially dealing, excuse me, with Xpero. Almost choked.
Dude, he's getting too old in chat.
I know.
Dude, that fan came, they drove 6 hours from Daegu to cheer for NONGSHIM. Heck yeah.
Body just starts shutting down random times.
Yeah. Like right now, my body's like, why aren't you napping?
Okay, but pistol, I'm like okay with.
Look at that. That's a sick jacket. Got it signed by all the members of NONGSHIM.
Which wall is better?
I mean, for NONGSHIM, like,
personally,
what is this
I like the one from, I can't show you guys with my mouse because it's the browser feed, but from like C platform all the way to cover the first part of B mid, so like they can't peek in from in front of Garage.
Looking for aggressive push-outs.
I like that better. The reason they are doing it, but it's the pistol round. It's the pistol round. It's the pistol round. We're gonna chill. We're gonna let it happen. The reason this wall isn't that great is just like it doesn't actually do that much stopping. And also the toxin management is a lot harder. It doesn't give you any pressure, right? It's really just a delay wall. And it's a retake wall, but like that retake is that wall isn't what makes the difference between a successful retake on A and not, in my opinion. So that's why I don't like it. The reason Gen G gets away with it is because they do it so they're doing the same exact setup. So you see this Poison Cloud, the defensive Poison Cloud on C main. What Gen G does is they use that Poison Cloud on C main to allow Foxy to basically hold C side alone and play a lot of one and done positions inside and outside of that smoke. But the thing is you can use that Poison Cloud on A in front of A short where it covers 3 different angles, right?
Yeah, okay.
And you can hide in it, you can play A short in it. That gives you good retake, you know, good stopping power on the actual flood in, etc. And then use the wall to be able to pressure mid and have much easier control of Garage, and then retake on C.
14 and 5. Monyet as well. When you get
Chat, the first buy round is what I'm gonna flip.
Lion's share of those kills were on the defender's side of the map.
Magnetta's on such a heater tape. Magnet's been on a heater this stage, I feel.
Like,
or just overall, he's been getting better and better, honestly. He's been getting more and more
stage 2
consistent.
and forward.
I do think he's starting to finally maybe find his groove.
He is on. No lava on the map to try to dump him into.
Yeah.
Right here.
John Connor, plenty safe. No worries about that. Oh.
Firing range.
Okay, well, trying to just go for the triple face, set up a little bit of a trap, but just too many players there. Jemkin already lurking forward here at long. Turns back, just taking a sense.
Okay, do we swap the
So
wall?
the rest of the team
Tell
nice
me.
and protected.
Please tell me. Please just don't. Like, out of all things to copy against RRQ, Genji's Haven is not it. This is like the map that RRQ has figured out against
Well,
Genji.
they know okay. I was gonna say they know exactly where he is, but he
Please
gets that
switch up the
unscathed,
wall
and
on the
then
buy round.
Immediately gets tagged down to 30.
Yeah, no, this wall's fine on Pistol and Ecos because the
Just try
opponent
to
doesn't have as much ways
the
to
spike,
actually
yeah.
push through.
Dami
That's fine,
should
but when
be
you have
fine
full
there in
util,
his spot.
full weapons, it
Given this
doesn't do
marshal,
much
I mean,
good.
Just continue to send Jemkin forward.
The other reason Genji
Let
gets
him
away
go
with
on
it
the
is
hunt,
also
try to
because
get
their
that
players can
dimensional
win
drift,
around
but
out
he's
of thin air
already halfway
individually.
there.
I mean, also true, just like overall. But like the setup, like
Now you have
Genji,
to try to back away.
at the very least, it kinda, like I get why they're doing it.
Around
I
the
just don't
corner,
think it's
trying to get the
optimal.
angle. Persia just
I
out
just
of
think it should be
sight.
punished,
Jemkin,
and not enough
however,
people are punishing
really
it.
starting to
But
whittle away at these options as far as where the players could be, and that's going to be 3 now collected. Only Domby down in sewers. Able to elude
whoa,
the grasp here of
Mirku, you're jumping the
RRQ.
gun. You're jumping the gun.
So he'll die to the spike.
It's not the buy round
Jemkin,
yet.
it's gonna
We
be
gotta
2
we gotta wait
charges
until the
off
buy
having that
round.
ultimate, as that is going to be a flawless
we
anti-eco
gotta-
here from RRQ.
How many
We
total
gotta wait until the buy
flawlesses
round. All right, here we go. Here we
RRQ
go.
on
Here we
this
go.
map?
At
Give me a
least
different
3,
wall.
At least 3. I know
Oh,
that for
he's
sure.
going. He's. Oh no, he's gonna end up
Could
on
be
A.
more.
Looking like
No, he might
neutral
not.
sent back.
He was moving to C chat. There is hope.
Oh, yeah.
That's a deep cut that
That is.
very few people will remember what the hell I'm talking
I
about.
don't remember
Francis has
that.
hope.
Until you mentioned it. I'd forgotten.
They have hope. All right, GG.
Crazy
All right, let's go to
good
Icebox.
stuff,
Let's
RRQ.
go. You know what? I don't even have to watch the rest of this.
Bring into this
We're good.
bonus.
Slicky will know.
We're good. All right.
Chobra probably
His
is.
mind's a
Am I
steel
right,
trap.
guys?
Steel traps of mines. Meanwhile, mine's a sieve.
Dude, and we're playing
It's
3 stack on the
coriander,
C
just
side?
leaking everywhere.
I'm out of here.
Wait.
I mean,
What's up?
NONGSHIM is my team, but
Or colander.
this ain't it,
Colander.
man.
Coriander's a plant. Jeez, Louise.
It's just then case in point,
Oh
ladies
my
and gentlemen.
gosh.
We're just riding this until it
I
ends.
just-
I was gonna call you out. I'll just
No, you're right.
I'll
no.
leave it be, but then you got there yourself. All right, well, Drone looking for
Where's the
spot,
cover?
looking
Where's
to
the?
kill
He was
Ivy,
doing the
gonna be
dart. So if
collected.
he's doing the dart,
Got
why
a
are?
spam
If
here
he's
from
doing
RB.
the
Doesn't
counter
manage to find one
dart to
yet.
stop them from pushing in, why are we holding
Oh,
close?
they've scaled so much on A.
I feel like there's just a little bit more to
Right now
learn.
it's
I
just
gotta
Domby.
calm down. I'm
All
starting to
Domby's
watch this
weaknesses.
as if I'm just like ready to rip it apart, which
Oh my
I
God,
kind of am.
Jemkin.
But
Just absolutely online, completely.
no, but they need to
drilled in
know.
here.
They need to know these setups are bad.
Spike planted.
He's the ult too.
What
Yeah,
are the
why
chances
not?
NONGSHIM
Body
just didn't
block
prep
for the
Haven
door.
properly, and as
Spilling,
such, you're
yep,
copying
here
the
they
number
are,
one
here
Haven
they
team
are,
that
here
shouldn't
they
be
are,
the
just
number one
running
Haven
at him.
team?
We'll try to counter spam. Crazy guy will go down. Jemkin exits, finds one,
There's a
dies.
small chance, honestly.
Okay. Finds that. Would have had
There's
plenty
a
of time
small
to
chance
defuse
that
it.
that's
Things
true,
a little bit
actually.
silly perhaps
There
here, but at
is.
the end
There
of the
is a
day,
small
still
chance
going
that
to
that's
be a
true.
bonus
That this
conversion
just
here as
isn't
RRQ
that
now
well
are up
prepped.
11-4.
It could be a map pool issue.
This is so clean from RRQ. This
But
round,
yeah,
it's a
someone's
scrap,
asking
but it's your
earlier
bonus,
how is
so you can
NONGSHIM's
afford to
Icebox?
have it
NONGSHIM's
be
Icebox
scrappy.
is
Oh my God,
it's
Jemkin.
pretty solid.
Just when he's on.
I think it's a
man,
worthy map 3, right? It's like a
So
worthy like
crisp.
fine. All right, let's duel it out for
Unbelievable
NONGSHIM.
crosshair placement. Ready for that spot all day long. All sheriffs for NONGSHIM.
I mean, I would say at this
Whenever
point,
there was a
RRQ's
time to
Haven
try to
should be
get
number
a
1.
thrift
Genji
going,
just has played
this
it
would be
more,
it.
I think,
And
and
that
more
would be the
willingly.
first
But
step.
Good start.
RRQ definitely
Dead
had
weapon gonna be
Genji's number on
recovered
Haven.
immediately. The
That
pinfall
much
gonna be
is
coming through here.
for sure.
NONGSHIM trying to work their way across the sea. Pass lane set up. Couple shots gonna be ringing out, and that's gonna be
Bro.
The sheriffs, they're really ringing
Oh.
out. They're getting overwhelmed. Crazy guy. Okay.
I mean, we take those.
Wow.
We take
You
this.
know what
I mean,
said it, I wasn't really
I mean, at this point, you
expecting
can't expect them to
Don't
change the
shim,
wall.
okay.
If you're using
Does
it
that
4 rounds
jumpstart
in a
the
row,
engine
they're
enough
just
to
not
make
going to
this
change
a
the wall.
run
That's
back?
just the default.
We're gonna see
I'm not even saying this to be like a doomer. Like that when that is not the optimal wall and you use it 3 rounds in a row, then you think that's your only
It's
wall.
just good reads though from NONGSHIM. I mean, they get that kill on a Jemkin. There's nobody there, so it's an immediate pivot over towards C. Just putting all.
That's a caster blessing, I guess.
Yeah, good job.
Spoke it into existence.
You're the opposite of Chronicler.
Okay, Ivy's playing heavy garage though, which I don't.
Does he have
Also,
curse powers? I'm
we're
not
like
aware.
Oh, yes.
activating the
okay.
poison cloud early. Dude, Xfero has a dude. RRQ knows how to play against this setup, man.
Gotta
He
be a
clears
little bit more
Cubby off
cautious,
of
a little
that.
bit more methodical as RRQ. Kind of got read like a book in that previous round, so now the economy gets a little bit shaky for
Cam
you
gets
as well
cleared.
if you lose. So want to try to.
So NONGSHIM
Squeeze
now
a little bit
realizes,
more
okay, that's just a
orange
setup.
out
There
of this.
was no
It's
trade
orange
on it.
juice.
They were
RB.
just watching.
Ooh, it's a full flash. Has to
He's
respond
gonna
with the
drone.
Quickly cleared, but
Francis Oh,
I know he
that's
saw
early. Bring
two
it back down.
players,
Bring
and
it back
I'm
down. We
pretty
got an
sure
Omen
it's both
smoke. Don't
duelists, so
double it
yeah,
up. Don't double it up.
calling
Save your
everybody over,
toxins.
but
Save your toxins.
RRQ aware of it as
I
well.
can't tell. I can't tell if they lowered
Yeah,
it.
can
Surely
show
they
a little
lowered
bit
it.
More presence. There's the TP over here set up by Jemkin.
I think he just raised it again.
Reconsider this
The
angle.
smoke's still up.
But NONGSHIM is
Right here.
putting this as their strong side. A is going to be where the majority of the forces are, but if you lose this battle as Ivy, things get
30 seconds
really
left.
dicey.
That's true. RQ didn't punish the
Important
defense
for
of
him to
Gen
play
G
his
enough.
life here.
We're trying this again, trying to find a timing to get the punish, but Jemkin is there to go
I
ahead.
mean, you
and
saw the
cover.
Yoru clone. I mean, I get it, but
Immediately pinging out the
it's.
players
I mean,
once
it's
again.
so. It's
With
such
pivot
a
across.
split-second decision you have to make there.
Looking for this C plant. Forces a reposition.
But like, if you're gonna play like this, you should not be using this wall. That's my point. Is like, if you're playing, if you're gonna play, if you want to use this wall, you literally just have to have the Killjoy just play solo queue on C.
Francis, I started this round tag down to 30. Now he's ping revealed out. Stuck into a corner here at the bottom of the stairs. Eventually will fall.
I guarantee the NONGSHIM
Look at
boys
previous
knew
round
they'd
here
lose
for
Haven
NONGSHIM.
either way, so they
Cannot
picked the
string it
Gen G
together,
comp
cannot find a
specifically to
follow-up.
troll
Now needs 7
Chobra's
in a row,
chat.
trying to take this to
And specifically, I
OT.
think Gen G Haven is only
Otherwise,
beyond
RRQ
RQ, but that is also because I
locking
don't think
up
many
the
people
win here on
switches out
Haven,
play
sending us
Haven.
to
I mean,
Icebox.
that is
Yeah,
also
it's just
true.
really good map awareness by RRQ, and a bad guess by Ivy. A lot of times it's been Jemkin on his own on the attacker side, so he's trying to get ahead of that. He's
I mean, if
trying to say, "Through
NONGSHIM, the thing
cloneout,
is
that's the
if
Yoru
if
by
NONGSHIM wins
himself."
today, it's like pretty
You were
safe.
darn close to that
If
door. I
NONGSHIM
thought it
doesn't,
catch you off guard.
either
Maybe
way
get
though,
ahead
if
of
they
a
beat
attempted
GE,
flash
it should
from
also
that
be
door.
pretty safe because
Instead, it's
in
actually RRQ
theory,
is completely
on
gripped
paper,
up, and
it
NONGSHIM
should be
gonna grab another
NONGSHIM
timeout.
GE Team Secret vying for
But
that 4th slot, and if you beat both
there's
of them
a
in the
lot of work
head-to-head,
to
then
be
you
done.
should be okay.
Yeah,
So like,
I mean, I'm curious. You know, we often talk about it.
I don't
Is
think
this one of
GE
those,
is an
like,
easy
okay,
matchup,
this is
but I
fine.
wouldn't say that it
It's their
looks.
map
I
pick,
wouldn't say
we've got
that it.
Icebox,
I wouldn't say
let's
the
focus on
chances
that.
get any
Or is
worse
this
if
actually,
NONGSHIM
you know,
loses
gonna be a
today. I
real
just
attempt to
think
try
it
to
gets a lot better
run
if they
things
beat
back
him,
here and
obviously.
Make a go of this.
But
Oh,
I mean,
nice.
honestly, losing Haven
Saying
is
if I
fine.
was the NONGSHIM coaching staff,
Um,
be calling a certain co-streamer.
Yeah. Got some ideas for you? Or for them?
Excuse me, Chobra. Yeah, just do you have the? Are you wearing the RQ jersey? You're not.
Oh no.
Can you
these
put it on?
guys.
You can only
That's not even the problem, man. They should have gotten at least 2 more rounds in attack if they did what I told them. If they just did what I told them. If they just did what I told them. That's not even the problem,
I don't know
man.
if it's
I mean,
gonna work
obviously,
for
we have
this
the full
map,
mini
but
map as well,
maybe
so
for the
like,
series.
it's much easier to call strategy shifts.
You have a
But
Hunter's Fury, you've got a TP. Got a
but I
Spectre.
don't think it's very well practiced.
You got
I mean, we
a lot
don't
of rounds,
we don't
a
know,
lot of work
but
to do. Oh my god.
I mean, Haven's not historically
Try to
been a
replicate some of that
strong
success.
map for
Switch
them.
him on a tag. This guy going to be taken down. Persia able to find 2.
Okay.
Does something
Listen,
now.
bringing Monyet down to
Still
7
stands.
HP.
Could she?
Oh
Hell of a
my
shot, but
gosh.
It's not going to be enough. Very nice
And
little
then
quick hit
getting
here from
2 kills for
NONGSHIM.
Persia, that
They
was
managed to
worth.
get one
That was
back.
worth.
6 more to go.
All right. It's a good idea.
Well, Genji does
You know,
not
kinda
have
that
the second
classic
best
Hunter's
Haven in
Fury
the
off
world. They
rip,
just get
let your
away with
neon
it.
Go. Just see what happens. the util was
Genji
pretty far
used
back.
to have a great Haven. It's very outdated
for
in
the
the way they
side of
play it, I
RRQ,
think. I mean,
Xero even
Munchkin
hung
even
on to
plays
it
attack very
up
well,
there
I
early.
think, but he still plays
then
it fairly one-dimensionally to the point that
too late.
RRQ's figured it out like a
Persia
book.
winning 2 over in sewers is what really just destroys that round. That was huge.
All right, let's get Persia at least one more
Here we
kill.
go
You know
again.
what? If I
Yeah,
can't
they're
have
gonna
my team
try to
win,
set up
at
something else,
least
but
give me
this
some
time
extra
it's,
points on VFL.
Gonna be avoided.
More what I was expecting from NONGSHIM on their defender's side. Like just massive aggression. RB.
Gonna be forced away.
Calls for
Has
backup,
back
calls for
roll.
backup. You gotta hide for Ivy. Ivy,
Tucked
where are we
over to
at?
the side, actually. That's about what they're gonna
Huge,
pursue a little bit deeper.
huge
By the way,
teamwork.
kills are gonna be
They're
coming through now. The
learning,
spike
they're
is gonna
growing
be
as a
stuck here
team. You love to
backside.
see it.
Cushy is trying to
Last player
keep it
standing.
quiet.
Oh my goodness.
He's all alone.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay. Wow. Flawless here. NONGSHIM, 5 more to go. It's their. I mean, they haven't gotten consecutive round wins since the pistol into the anti-eco.
They're just making some good decisions. You know, RB there just able to get behind the box just in time. And then Ivy there for the assist.
Just remove Haven from the map so
Really
we don't have
nicely-
to see this
nicely
wall.
played. Looks like you have a lockdown.
Sherman's
Ivy
hopes
as
of going
well.
home
Saw
early
that
have been
come
dashed.
online.
Honestly, I should have brought a snack, but then I would have been even later.
Fantastic. I mean, but when you're getting that much map
T1 have
control that early,
re-signed Izu until
gives you
2027.
that extra level of comfort and
I
awareness.
mean, I think it's worth it. I think he continues to show
Early
potential.
paranoia from Persia. Tuck Donby into this corner. He's going to challenge. Jemkin just holding.
Oh,
Okay, okay, okay. I mean, I don't know why we're putting up this wall and then, well, actually,
really fully
you know
believe
what?
that he was
Playing
gonna
this far
find a
forward with a
target
wall
there.
with a neon. It's not the worst,
Playing the angle, but
actually.
still looked
I hate
caught
to
off
say
guard.
it, but
Shock dart forward, not deep enough
that's
to
right.
clear
They
that
can't
out,
even
so
clear the
alarm
alarm
bot's still in
bot.
play.
That's right. That's right. You know what? It's fine if we lose. We're
Mike
showing
held in hand.
that they're in the game. They're still in the game.
RRQ, what are they thinking about here? What are
They're
they trying to
just like
assess?
EA without the microtransactions. They're still in the game.
Looks like they're going to try to just leave
Or I guess
Xero
that's
here
EA
in mid.
Sports, but
Gets a-
the sports
okay.
is where all the microtransactions are.
Oh, Xero dead. RB just getting a sense, finds it at the same time. Donby going to be taken down. The smoke completely disregarded. Persia waiting here at hell to slide forward, and Monyet is not looking for this at all.
Oh,
Persia looking to try to hold the line,
baby.
goes for the weapon
Oh,
swap,
baby.
full
You know
ball
what?
catches his hand.
All things considered, chat,
In the end,
we
3
get 8
players still
rounds.
alive, RRQ.
All things considered, I'm
Donby
like
once again
okay with
really
it.
broken down.
Well,
It gives me hope that they can stay in the
takes
game
4
in
more,
Icebox.
So that would be 7 in a row.
I
for
like that
NONGSHIM.
sounds like cope, and I mean it's a little bit of cope, but like I would have been a bit
I don't know.
concerned,
I
is
think
my
it's too
point,
much,
if we
but you
ended
never
at
know.
like 6,
I don't know what-
right? But
And yet they're just not really thinking anybody would be in hell at all. That just makes it so easy for Persia.
we can still win this map.
Stingers,
What do you
3
mean?
Sheriffs.
I mean that's also true.
Overdrive from Monyet.
This is the round you have to watch out. I think if NONGSHIM wins this, funny as it is with the econ, if they win this round, I think NONGSHIM gets 10. But this is a round they can actually lose, because RRQ is gonna. I think they're gonna think about using all their ults.
Might not be about to die. Well, still will be able to
It's
find one, but it's going to be a
against-
weapon handed over.
It's against an
Monyet
eco.
very
Why are
quickly,
we?
happily
Why are we
accepting that as
peeking
Donby
out of
trying
a
to put this
smoke without
maneuver here around the back.
using
They're
an
actually
eco?
drifting away from the A site now.
Why?
If they
Why
just don't
would
clear
we?
this trip,
Why
they
would we
get
do that? Why would we
positioned
do
up.
that?
Okay, never mind.
Why would we do that?
Not going to be pushing back forward into these players.
Just gave it cat and mouse.
Timing, though.
Yeah.
They're going to have to try to play forward, but it's going to be multiple players.
I mean,
out
on the
top. Yeah.
lockdown?
Oh,
Really,
corner,
guys?
Barrow.
Whoa!
Two
Oh, that's
critical
your
headshots
lockdown. Okay,
found
never mind,
by
never mind, never
the
mind, never
ammo.
mind. Dude, I freaked out.
Able to find it.
They don't even have a killjoy. I'm freaking out. I'm already checked out of this game. But it's fine.
And he
Okay, I
has
told
no
you,
clue
by the way.
where he's at.
Told you that this was the round that they can lose.
Just playing it quietly. Tucked away the relay bolt. It connects, and that's going to be Monyet with Crazy Guy swinging out from the top.
GG. Honestly,
Blow off
though,
Thrifty,
honestly,
and
I mean,
take
it
this all
ends
the
with
way
a
to
bit of a flat
Icebox.
tire, but I mean, considering how it started,
I mean, all of a
considering
sudden,
how good RQ is on
that
this map,
round looked
I'm okay
so
with
well
it.
thought out by NONGSHIM. I think they played that nicely, but They got outshot.
Do you, Paper Thin?
Just hits 2 headshots out of nowhere.
I mean, listen, I'm all for glazing RB, but do we really think peeking out with a... What did he sent one recon, right? You send a recon and you peek out without any other support from a smoke in a non-defendable position into a potential stinger and or eco? Is that really the best thought out route? I mean, I get it. You're trying to set up for the flank. You're trying to go for a pinch, but like... Was that really a well thought out route? Because I don't think so. I appreciate it, but like we gotta call it out when we see it.
Looks so clean, that map, as we go to Icebox. Kind of curious to see. Jemkin goes on to that jet, or what we're gonna see.
But you know what? All things considered, I think the boys will be okay. I think they'll be mentally okay going into Icebox.
They've been widely playing, you know, same setup on Icebox for the longest time. Just kind of the pivot from Teo back over to Sova after the nerfs. So
this was so winnable. How did Cypher get 2?
Much of a change. Here's the also we're running.
I would argue that.
What they do have ready to go.
I mean,
but I'm anticipating that it's
I don't. I think that
jet.
angle is so you're not guaranteed to get that on either side.
This series, we'll see who's going to be able to get it.
You have so many targets as long as he doesn't panic.
Hey, really excited to see if we're gonna get that dogfight.
The funny thing is, if NONGSHIM used the wall as a retake wall, they would win that round. I mean, also true.
I actually thought NONGSHIM was
well, I mean, NONGSHIM, I mean, Xfero hit 2 crazy shots, but even, I mean, with the lockdown, I mean, I guess so. I guess so. You had the lockdown.
Yeah, RRQ taking their own map pick here on Haven, and I think this double duelist is.
But the thing is if Xfero doesn't hit those shots,
so natural.
You don't know what happens on the other side. If they push out and just completely wreck Ivy.
Yeah, I mean, if Gen G's
I don't think
it's
guaranteed.
With that comp, there's no way NONGSHIM's going to be RRQ with that comp. I'm just going to call it how I see it there. I mean, for NONGSHIM, you know, this was going to come up in the veto, no two ways about it.
Yeah, they should have just waited. That was their. But the thing is, if they wait, then Ivy just gets wrecked. You know what I mean? Like it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, I mean, you have the better guns, but you already gave up a rifle. That's why, like, I don't.
I mean, my eyes here immediately go to
like no.
Ivy, where
literally, what RB, and this is hindsight, right? I just think generally peeking out of the smoke, even if it's just to like get in one by time, I don't know if that's worth it. But I think the moment you saw that, you try to just ping for it, you run away, you pressure them, make it look like it's just the Sova trying to delay. The Sova runs away to defend the lockdown with you. You defend it. They have to push out now. They cannot run back because you break the trip as you put down the lockdown, and then they're all stuck. I think that's the best hindsight.
They should feel pretty confident going into Icebox as well.
I mean, when you see Monyet wiggling in his
yeah,
chair,
but you know what? Icebox third. That's
and,
okay.
you know, kind of semi-singing, that's not a good sign if you're the opposing team. Especially since he's such a vibes-based player, right?
No, that's a fine thing. Monyet about to overheat.
Like we heard Crazy Guy talking about it here on this couch in one of the post-game interviews.
They don't know.
How
Monyet's
important
about
it is
to
to keep Monyet happy,
overheat.
keep him having fun.
Yeah,
you can see
Calling
he's
it.
having so much fun, he goes crazy. So that's what they need to replicate for this map 3. But in my mind, no surprise we're going to map 3 here. Every time these two
Suddenly
teams
I'm
face,
so
it's gone to
hungry
map 3, but
and so
NONGSHIM
tired.
are undefeated in this decider.
Yeah, we still have like about 50 rounds of Valorant to go for these two teams. I mean, I think if it ended any other way,
I did need to buy some caffeine coming into the watch party, but I didn't have time.
RRQ, it has to be this way. But for RRQ, mad props to them, especially.
I wonder how the
Yeah,
Q1
sure. I
Valorant
mean, this
fan
is
meeting is
stock
going. They're having a
standard
fan
Haven
meeting
defense.
on
Either
the
you have these plans
Inspire
where you want
Arena
to fight
stage.
for lobby. You can see NONGSHIM goes for this lobby fight.
Q1 has
Francis
so much
gets
money,
fully
man.
stunned up. You know that the Viper is either going to be lurking or they're going to try to take lobby control behind that Viper wall. And if you have a set plan to be able to deal with it, then it's very powerful. And on the flip side of that, if you want to play retake A and sit your Cypher up in heaven, then things like graffiti kill trips, site kill
Chobra,
trips,
you know what?
are
I
very,
really
very
could go for a
helpful to
NONGSHIM
have,
Ramyan,
and you do
actually.
see Francis getting punished for that.
Yeah, it's a great little
I
mix-up,
really
you know,
could.
This is a really important part of the macro for this map, where you need to show that you can win a heaven, then you need to show that you're okay to give it up, and then punish them with these heavy retakes like RRQ did. Great macro understanding. It's obvious to see why they would pick this map.
Yeah.
Just very clean.
Especially when you're playing Neon Yoru, like those retakes are a nightmare to defend. The fast lane will cut up the site. You have to choose your post-plant positions before you know how the other team's going to approach the retake.
Dude, Monyet is on a heater these days. days.
with the fast lane and choose which side of it to flash through, and you can't
아 그러게요.
always read that
무파마를 좀
correctly or be
쟁여둬야
able to
되겠어요.
respond
Yeah,
to
I
it
should
on
get
the
some
fly.
Mupama. I haven't
It's
really
MVP
had much
here. I
Mupama
think we were
ever,
expecting
but all the
this,
players
especially when
really
he
like
saw
the
him switch
Mupama
out
Ramyun.
and back
I gotta
onto
try.
the
I gotta
neon.
give it
On
another
this map,
shot.
This was where he
I have a
had
NONGSHIM
an
should win
amazing
Icebox.
game,
Just thinking
and
about it
he
because
has
surely
another one
RQ
yet
Icebox
again.
isn't
Very
great if it isn't
promising.
memorable.
Yeah.
Honestly, like RRQ, if
I mean,
Monyen
that
starts
is
to
one way
unlock
to
and
think
pick
about
up
it. I
more
think
and more
RQ's
form
generally
as we
had
get
a
through into the
pretty.
playoffs
I think
season, RRQ
like
is
I
gonna
think
be
it's kind of the
scary on a
same.
whole nother
To
level.
me,
Yeah.
Icebox has always been like a
kind of like
pretty good
a
map
wild
3
card, I
for
guess, for
RRQ as
in
well.
the sense that
They lost to
if
Team
you actually
Heretics
flip that card
at
and you get what kind
EWC,
of Monyan
but
am I getting today?
Yeah.
If you get a really
I don't
crazy
know if they'll
one,
even
then
play that
it's
same comp. They just played
so
the
dangerous.
I mean, I totally agree. There's plenty
the
like
current quote-unquote meta
traditionally in
comp.
TAC FPS, you know, you will have like you will have a star player. Sometimes you'll even have 1 or 2 star players if you have like
Which,
previously like a good sniper
NONGSHIM
player, or
does-
you have like a
NONGSHIM
good aggressive
plays the
rifle or a
Chobra.
closer or something like that. Monyet, a lot of like very, very dominant teams in TAC FPS history will have that third player that can kind of flip.
Oh.
Like they can be the player that puts you over the top, that can come away with these crazy plays or crazy games. And for me,
You
for
jigged
RRQ,
yourself.
you've got Cushy, very, very good closer. It could be either him or him.
Last
or
time I saw you
Xperi.
watch party,
Generally gets
NONGSHIM
the
Persia
majority
was
of the kills,
popping
and
off.
Monyet
Today's
is
just
the
not
player
his
that
day.
puts you over the top and can deliver these
I mean,
outrageous
I think
performances.
Persia's been
I mean, they managed to
overall
win
a bit
stage one
shakier
with
this
Monyan
year,
having
but
maybe his worst stage
like he
yet
was
here
sick
at
for a lot
Pacific,
of
so if
stage
he does unlock
1 and
fully, it's
then
gonna go crazy for this
a
team.
little
Right,
bit
it's
for
gonna be very, very
stage
exciting as
2.
they
Give me 1
suddenly come
second,
into like
chat.
the full power potentially going into the rest of stage 2.
Good timing for it.
We are going into Icebox now, and I think even with those performances on Haven, you weren't exactly sure who was gonna win which round because it got very, very close several times, and there was a very strong possibility that NONGSHIM would make a comeback. It's always very close with both of these teams. Are we
But yeah,
gonna get
Persia,
that sort of tightness in the
I
game
mean,
on
I
Icebox?
wouldn't
feel
say.
nervous,
I think
but
he
this is a third map for
popped
NONGSHIM.
off
You can
quite
see
a bit
5 bans there.
coming
It's
into
a map
stage
that
2.
hasn't really fit their style in the past. They've had played,
He popped off quite a bit
more
against
recently
DRX.
This Harper comp,
But I wouldn't
Danby on
say
the
he's
Jet
quite at
can
full power
sometimes be a
yet.
little bit hit or miss, and in general, they honestly NONGSHIM cannot.
But I
play
think
their
they also
best
have to kind
style
of
on
figure
this
out,
map.
like, is he
Yeah, no,
now
not
with
at all.
Francis
I mean,
being a
I've
Viper
seen
main?
teams
Is
try
he
and play
going
the
to?
Omen, it's
Is
just
Persia
not
going to be
as
allowed
good
to
of a
be
fit
more
here.
aggressive? Like,
It
is he
doesn't
going to
seem
kind
to
of play
work
the
in the same
tens?
way.
You know,
Over on the
that
side of
style.
RRQ, when we last saw
Or
them
is
play
he?
here
Are
in
they going to
Pacific,
go
they
like
were
full
running
DRX
that
style
KO.
double
I would
smokes?
be very shocked to see that again.
Yeah, I
So-
mean they've just been playing the Sova more recently overseas. I mean,
Well,
it's
I
a
mean, Chad,
comp
I
that
think
has still
you're all
gone
forgetting the
okay
DRX
for them.
game.
I
That
mean,
one
they
was
had
pretty
OT
bad.
against Heretics recently. They lost to Wolves in Toronto.
NONGSHIM
who were on a
lost
bit of a
6
heater, but
rounds in a
before that,
row
I mean, we
on
saw them
defense to
take
lose
down
that map.
Gen G on this map with this Teo comp in the
I mean, I
Grand
think,
Final of Pacific.
but
to
I
win
would
it.
I
So
would say that
this is a map
generally I
that
would expect them
for
to be a lot better on
RRQ,
Icebox.
It's not like a map that they'll always win. It's not like a map that you look
Do you think
at
it's ever
RRQ
worth
and
to
you
eco
think they're
twice on an
100%
op-heavy
gonna
map?
win this, but
No.
I have even less faith in NONGSHIM.
Not in
because,
Valorant.
like I said, in the
And not
past,
with
they've
an
banned it and
MR13.
They haven't looked amazing on it.
Yeah, it's been a while, I think, since they've actually won on
But that's the thing.
Icebox.
Yeah,
Why?
they lost to DRX and T1 NONGSHIM last stage.
Yeah. So it doesn't look too good, but you know, perhaps new stage and stage
But
2.
the thing
they
is
could have something
I
prepared.
think.
There was a reason why they didn't have this as a
I mean, they
priority
almost
ban.
beat literally if
Yeah.
Meteor didn't come
Exactly,
online, I think
exactly.
NONGSHIM beats
Let's
T1
get
on
into the
Icebox
next,
in stage
50
1.
rounds of
But
Valorant here for this next map. I mean, honestly, between these two teams, it's always been so close. But I feel it's always the same for like RRQ. They do have those problems of like being able to close out a map very definitively.
Dude, Gen
especially
G
when
Breeze
they're very
was
strong
good
on that
last
side,
year,
when it
huh?
goes over to attack, sometimes
It was good.
we're
The
not so
Yoru?
sure.
I mean, it's something that we have seen them work on and improve on. They used to be
To be honest, that
infamous
describes every
chokers. Like,
T1
they used to
game.
never
Not
be able to
anymore.
close out these series. And we saw
DH,
them
dude.
get slowly
DH
and
is
slowly better. This is
carrying
a
that
very
team right
mentally
now.
driven team, and it does feel like
I mean, he's not the only one
sometimes
carrying, but
just
he is
do
carrying.
manage to have that edge over them,
DH is friggin'
especially in these map
dude.
threes. So
I
I'm
mean, yeah, it's like
curious how this is
T1's
gonna
home
play out.
ground,
Ooh,
but
so
for him
it
to
looks
frag
like
that
RRQ
comfortably
going
on
away from
that
what they were
stage
playing
today is
previously. We have seen them
that's
play
a
comp that I
crazy
actually think
level up
fits
for
them a
him, I
little bit
think.
better. With the Omen Jet, that's a very active comp, but now they're throwing Crazy Guy on the stage, and Monyet will have to be a little bit more reserved in the Viper role.
Yeah, so
I
they'll
mean,
go with the
that's not-
stage.
he's not gonna be
So
anywhere
they're
near
gonna
as crazy
switch
as we
out.
saw
Okay, they're
from
gonna
him
so they're
last
not
map.
gonna
He
play
has to
the
stay
Omen.
alive. Over over on the
They're
side
bringing
of
in the
NONGSHIM,
Sage.
running with that Harbor. We've
So
seen
bit of
this
a,
from
I mean, this is
before.
basically
I actually quite
DRX's
like
con. It's
Francis
the
on the
same
top
idea,
line.
right?
He's
Harbor
quite
for
a good
Sage,
fit for him.
but the Sage
So
gives
the
you
man
a
out
little
the
bit more.
ordinary here. This is going
Whose
to be
camera is
straight
this?
up Valorant here for
I think the main thing to
The
keep
Sage
an eye
gives
on
you a
is
bit
that
more like
Jemkin is
straight up
usually
fighting
outrageous
power
on
to like
the jet,
force
and
fights.
it's not Danby's
Obviously,
first choice, so I think Danby needs to
easier
really step
plants
up
on
to
B.
Jemkin's level if Jemkin NONGSHIM brings his A game on
Let's
this.
see.
Sure, we're seeing some balances here. Maybe some players might be taking a bit of a backseat. Maybe we're seeing more players step up. And of course, we have Xfero on his 100th map here in VCT
I mean,
Pacific.
dude.
That's amazing.
That's so many.
I mean, he's been around in RRQ for such
Okay,
a long time.
but let's chat. How many of those 100 maps do you think were against Gen G?
Lately, honestly, he's been better than ever in
Dude,
some of these
actually, I'm
games.
gonna go look that up. How many of those 100 maps do you think were against Gen G? It's probably a sizable amount.
Jet versus Jet that you guys wanted, so we're gonna toss it back to you guys.
All right, they just had 3 last week. They had 4 against Gen G in the grand finals, 2 in the upper bracket finals. That's already 9. Then 3, because they always went 2-1. Then 3 before that, that's 12. 2 before that, that's 14. 3 before that, 17. 3 before that, 20. 3 before that, 23. 3 before that, 26.
Only ever gotten 1 victory on Icebox.
Well, I don't know if they're counting LCQ, actually. And then 2 before that, 28. And then they played at kickoff, too. Oh, no, that... Okay, no, that's the end.
It has been tough at times for them.
Dude.
But
He's played more than a quarter of his maps against Gen G.
I think Sage still
But they might not be counting LCQ, so maybe it's close, right below a quarter. That's insane.
I would agree.
That is insane.
This top position with Donby.
That's actually crazy.
But RRQ happy to still bully their way forward, at least for the orb.
Oh, Donby. Too many targets, too many targets, too many targets. Abort mission, abort mission. Oh, Persia wanted to trade for him. Persia wanted to trade for him. They're all getting... Oh my god, my mic is peaking. They're all getting baited in. What is wrong with this mic, man? Oh my gosh.
Not slowing down.
Spike planted.
Gets himself another, and that is Ivy now all alone with a flank behind.
No.
As the turret sends out a couple shots.
What do I always tell you? What do I always tell you?
Sees him. Could try to knife it. Won't. Plays it nice and safe. And that's going to be a flawless pistol as RRQ continues
Pistol round doesn't matter.
in that regard.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, even with the stack here for NONGSHIM, their protocols are all over the place. The toxic screen there.
Could you explain how Harbor Viper is better than Viper Omen for them? To be honest, I think playstyle-wise, Viper Omen is better.
Destruction.
But I think Harbor in general is very
so good on Jet on this map. He's one of those players that
I think Harbor actually works better against RRQ than DRX, to be honest. But the thing is Harbor, well, first of all, Harbor and or Sage gives you the actual ability to like play attack on Icebox and plant, or even on defense. Like it allows you to actually play the objective instead of having to just fight. It allows you to play B site without always having to play A site simulator. So that's one thing.
We'll find a headshot on the one. Crazy guy going to be taken low, but again, it's a Sage, so heal is going to be there. Persia forced away. Spotted, trying to swing out towards safety, cannot do so. Does get taken down, and so far, no
sorry,
one
Chobra, but I'm done with Koreans in the international stage.
One of the
I mean,
sheriffs
you talk as if it's guaranteed that Koreans are going to the international stage. You don't know that.
How exactly they want to try to get themselves back into this one. Ivy will be able to find one. Downby now arriving here, back yellow. And seems like he did not read this at all. Xfero, I mean, he thought he was just going to be joining
get one more,
Downby.
Okay, well, it was Jemkin. Nice try.
Downby on the flank, now going to be dealt with as Mania continues to hold close. Slots in alongside the wall. Jemkin.
Maybe I'm hallucinating.
Swing in, RB dead. And that'll be the cleanup.
I've never said that pistol rounds
are
report, chat. Pistol rounds
don't carried forward. RRQ overall very clean on the 2-0 start.
Yeah. It's pretty good reading of the situation by RRQ for the most part.
Akame and Jinbum will be the only Korean representatives, surely. At Champs, dude, that would be crazy.
Especially on the attacker side, if you can get to the plants. And I kind of was thinking it in the back of my head that this is, the shock dart teed that up, but
I mean, quite frankly, just so we're clear, my realistic expectation is I just want NONGSHIM to get to playoffs. Like, they can still make Ascension in Pacific with points, or I guess now with all regions, but like that, I'm not even talking about getting to Ascension. Like, I just want them to get to playoffs. I just want them to, like, have that going for them. And I think they're good enough to make playoffs. They're just not consistent enough to guarantee it every time.
Striking once again, Persia now dead. And this calls for a Big rotation.
But this is what I mean. So, like, yes, your question is valid. If you're going to take fights on your anti-bonus, which, by the way, RRQ's bonus very strong, then we might as well be playing the Omen.
You know, they've been bullying their way through B, and it's a bonus, so you think as NONGSHIM, they might just keep trying to dip into that well until they can't. Try to play off the turret there. Try to clear the enemy turret. I assume that's what that nano's for.
Yeah, they can't be. No, they couldn't. Even if they both make champs, Shinji and RRQ couldn't possibly be part of the same group.
To the top. Gets the jump.
Oh, lowers it as he's going up.
Holy.
Big player advantage. What a play from Monyet. And now you know there were at least 2 there. You already got 1 kill, so it's next to you needed that spray.
Takes out 2.
He needed that spray.
And for Domby.
I mean, that's a giga forehead move from Monyet, though. Lowering it right as he lands and gets his gun ready.
Monstrous start here as a bonus gets ready to be converted.
That's a forehead move.
Just great map presence. Monyet with a beautiful lurk. Somehow gets around Domby. Gets up right next to poor Francis. Just had no idea somebody could have gotten there. That is tremendous, tremendous stuff. A little bit worrisome there, potentially, I would say, for RRQ on the initial hit at A, making a lot of noise. You know, you had given enough time for NONGSHIM to get a couple players over there, but
okay, so one thing I like that NONGSHIM is trying to do is instead of always just pushing out of A every time, you're trying to pressure B first, right? Going for the retakes on A. You hit the flank, that way the stage wall loses value, they have to pull back, you can flood back in. I'm okay with that, but
only ever finding 1 win. Also have only ever gotten across the 7 times played coming into this one.
I feel like doing that on the anti-bonus a little bit risky.
On this map.
Oh boy.
So it's
so let's see. Hero rifle for Domby. Oh.
2 of the losses that they've suffered have been close. Everything else, it's been
okay. You didn't want to be on that box anyway. Dangerous box.
This has never really been a map in their wheelhouse.
Huge. Oh, okay. Okay, he survives. He does not survive. Get the rifle. Get the rifle. Get the rifle. You got the rifle. No. This is all part of the plan. They'll each get a kill with the Phantom.
Gun scooped up.
And it'll be a team ace with 1 Phantom.
This is kind of more of what I was expecting.
All
from
part of the plan.
Looking for these aggressive plays towards A nest.
I'm going out of my way to find a bulldog roast carbonara tonight.
Like you're going to be able to start off with man advantage. Okay.
Nice shot from Persia.
Okay, Persia got his kill a little bit early before he was able to get the Phantom. That's okay though. We'll forgive him for that. We'll forgive him for that.
Blade flank might be able to recover this. Needs the rest of his teammates to hit similar shots. Peek under the corner and RB now
that's a nice bait and switch from RRQ.
So
no more rifle. Okay, but Persia is on the lurk with a rifle. If we can just not die.
And find nothing more. Francis dead, and now that you have a pretty good idea
you didn't have guns.
Where Persia is going to be coming from.
They just swing together around the nest on site.
Because she does have a excellent jawline.
Just trying to be diligent, but this is very, very tricky to pull off. Makes noise too.
Yep.
Okay.
Persia? 1. Monyet dead.
Persia time? The sands of time? The icebox of time?
One hell of a way.
Okay, no time.
Get the adrenaline pumping to get the blood flowing. The gun barrel going to be spotted out. Jemkin just peeking, trying to delay the repeat.
He knows. He's trying to figure out where the second player is. He thought too much about the second player. He kind of overthought it, but RRQ played that well because they knew they had so much time with the nanoswarms. And once Jemkin was spotted, you knew that it would take him so long unless he sprinted to check that corner. That's well played from RRQ. I mean, it's easy for us to say he overthought it. He did, but like that's because we know the result.
But this swing around both corners there. Jim can even almost beefed it.
Listen, even.
I can hear him down on the stage. I mean, call coming through there.
Okay, the ops online, and we're playing at B. I like that. Instead of getting stuck playing at A every time.
3v1. We don't need to be facing out like that.
But like, okay, they got to stop this high tide. They do need to stop doing this high tide as a default, and I like that they're rotating fast. And Ivy gets 1 kill, but are you ready for the second lurk? Please be ready for the second alert.
memo.
Persia's
Yeah.
trying to
Well,
clear
I mean,
it. He's gonna
this
get
is
killed.
this
Oh, he
round,
gets
it's
the
okay.
kill. Never mind. I'm sorry. I doubted you,
Get
Prince.
the read. Jemkin, however,
Okay,
is still
2v1,
indomitable.
dude. Jemkin, dude.
10-0-1.
Freaking had to be Jemkin. I
Spike on
mean,
the
it's
opposite side
Jemkin. I
of the
can't
wall.
be too
Any
certain.
util, so won't be able to just simply
We
updraft
win
back
these, though.
over it.
Dombi just holds an
That's a good
angle.
shot.
Oh, what a
Dombi
shot.
with the good
Oh, what a
Delivers his
shot.
first death,
What a
shows that
shot.
The Terminator
Okay.
can in fact bleed. NONGSHIM
All right.
get themselves on the board.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a good round, but just kind of the opposite of what Crazy Guy wanted there. Ivy's like, for real?
Well, that's a huge kill.
It's gonna
And
try to
then
challenge
friggin'
that alarm bot.
Persia with the quick
Nice play from the window from
quick
Persia.
little swivel.
But God,
Even if Persia if Persia dies there, it does slow things down a lot. And then if Jemkin gets two, then it's
He's always a
friggin'
concern
over.
if you're on
But
the other side of the stage of that guy.
Yep. Still just
okay.
hitting nasty
We
stuff.
start B again one
Operator,
more
though.
round. I'm okay with that. We don't use the high tide off the rip.
Top of
We
the
got variance.
yellow position, but
We go for the early
this time-
rotate. You got a nano swarm to defend Dombi. This is good.
challenge towards the front of A, but the drone actually
Mid is covered. You can have the harbor
buys a
there
little
for
bit of
extra
space and
delay.
time, and you see that Sage, and that's a dead
Oh,
giveaway, then
RRQ's
that's
cutting
probably
noise.
gonna
They're
be
playing
where
contact. This is smart. This is a smart
hit
adjustment
is,
from RRQ
at least at the beginning of the round,
because you
lining
already
up.
used the drone,
Not
so
that
RB
Sage
doesn't
was
have easy
planned.
info. You know there's a big
does have
cooldown
reps.
gap. Oh, we're playing one and dones. We're playing one and dones. We're playing one and dones. We're playing one and dones with two smokes. We're playing
Just
one and
complete
dones.
inverse of what we were seeing in the previous
Ivy?
round. Shot's not really coming
Okay.
through. Ivy now just going to be sending
time.
out this lockdown. Rez is going to be used, but
Huge.
the swing is there. Ivy, he committed in a little bit longer.
Yeah,
I've
but they
actually been able
can't. But
to
they
punish
can't
the
play.
Crazy guy. He's able to just bounce out towards safety. This
Huge.
swing across Tombi.
Dude,
One
Dombi
more,
time.
out to the 1v2.
He knows.
Spots at the
He
first,
knows.
challenges.
He
The
knows.
headshot, Xfero dead. Crazy guy.
50 HP.
33 HP, 33
Oh,
seconds.
33
remaining in the
HP.
round.
I'm even reading the wrong UI.
30 seconds left.
I'll be slowly drifting back over here towards screen.
Okay, he's thinking he might rotate,
Have been a full
which is
rotation.
okay. The heel's back.
At least. Just came back online.
I mean, I'm okay with this from Dombi.
In here for the side of RRQ. Bounce around the backside.
Ooh, let's
Dombi
freaking go. The
able
heel's
to
not all the way
collect it.
through yet.
Coming alive and bailing
Let's
out
go.
NONGSHIM.
Let's go.
Scoop the operator
It's
back
freaking
up off
Dombi
the floor,
time.
Get this defuse and get NONGSHIM a second round win on the defense.
I
Getting used to this
would
mic
love
is
to
going to
see a
shake my
timeout
brain when Chobra uses his
because for
usual mic.
RRQ,
Should I add a
even
little
4-2,
echo at home,
I don't
chat?
like what I'm seeing in terms of the comms.
We can
and
add a little
decision-making.
filter.
That was a hell
I haven't
of a
ever
Red Bull
used my
clutch.
filter buttons
Oh,
on
no,
my
no, don't
Go
get me wrong,
XLR. We can
Dombi's
have some fun.
Plays this so well, but the way you scale into this site just should be easy money at that point.
Dombi, my
Sure, there's a
Bambi. No,
lockdown,
no. Bambi's
not
like
all
Bambi's
on
my
the same
favorite, one of my
page, it feels
favorite
like,
Disney
and how to
movies
deal
ever.
with
But
it,
like
how to
Bambi's
respond
actually
to it.
not
Some
that cool,
players are
chat.
falling back, some are trying to hold for the plant.
We don't want Dombi to be our
That
Bambi.
opens the door for Ivy to find a big
It also
kill.
doesn't rhyme because it's Dombi and not Dambi.
They're gonna let it ride. See if Crazy Guy can get it figured out. You're gonna
저
play
유튜브
Storm for
채팅에 고정되어 있는 메시지 한번 확인
Bulldogs, couple
부탁드립니다.
rifles.
제가 오늘 밖에 나와 있어가지고.
Finally starting to dwindle. Hunter's Fury here for RB.
T1 홈그라운드 끝나고 지금 그냥 여기서 급하게 급조해 주신 세팅으로 하고 있어서
Not even
그래요.
a chance to respond.
Don't even get to
That's
play the round.
rough, man. Dude, Jemkin, man.
Yeah, timeout be damned. Seems like RQ understood the assignment here.
Are we gonna
Hit
go
now
for
and
this
play.
with the op?
NONGSHIM
You
get
have
all
to
their
save
work
the
cut out
op, I
for 'em.
think. Really? No. I mean, if you
Crazy
get
guy
a lucky
playing up the
fish,
front.
okay, but
Stray op shot attempts
I
here.
don't know about this.
Not really finding much of anything as Cloudburst goes down, just blocking out the recon.
I think we just save. It's okay.
This is nigh impossible.
It's okay. It's a Jemkin round. It's
Jemkin expending the knives.
It's fine.
Has
Those
a rifle
happen.
behind this and giving the operator in play.
Okay.
Speaking of which, Tommy will be able to find
Okay.
one, but that's going to be the round getting
I'm
away
fine
from them.
with that.
RQ now moving up to
Don't know
5.
about the draw.
Ooh,
And it becomes even more costly.
that's
That's not good.
Ivy
We won't
looking
get
for
full buys.
spices.
Why are we looking for kills? Why are we looking for kills? Why? We're the ones saving.
Right.
Just
Well-
check and bail out of there.
Clean it. Hey, at the end of the day,
Yep. This is look. It's good from RRQ.
cleaner than your average EMEA round, so.
That's nice here from Cushy. Dies to the cause, but A-okay. At a Bulldog, I'm sure he's not super concerned. There will be the timeout called now. It is going to be NONGSHIM. This is not the way you wanted to be doing this. Finally able to get a couple rounds together.
Okay.
It's like maybe you were.
But don't talk about, you know, just tell them to chill a little bit. But you don't want them to lose confidence. I like that they're still looking for fights in general, which is fine.
They got their arms out in time to catch themselves.
I feel like, okay, so here's my concern. I feel like NONGSHIM's knee-jerk reaction will be to push out harder on A.
Now, generally, I like when they're a little
Or
more
B, but like I feel like they'll try A. I don't think that's the answer, actually.
Died to the snake bite.
I think
Still have that operator, though.
if you're NONGSHIM,
so
you should peek out of mid, pressure that a little bit with noise, don't like overreach.
Something to consider is,
You know, maybe if there is a turret, get rid of the turret, whatever. And then draw them to re-clear mid and punish that, right? And then you can, during that, you can take over green or main, depending on where you're getting info.
Everybody else still has plenty back.
Okay, looks like they're gonna. Well, it's a Nico. Well, it's a half bite. Really, we're gonna go
Key
for.
thing that you really need to be seeing here is France
gonna
is
go
getting
for this,
involved.
really?
It's currently 0-7-0.
That's crazy.
Which means that these reckonings are being built up way slower
That's a
than they
lot
should
of
be.
noise. That's 2 weapons already being spammed through the smoke to deny this. What's the plan here? You just want to send them into Dombi? He's all alone?
Give it up.
I mean,
Really
Dombi's
save that
good,
for a
but
post-plant.
bold move. Very bold.
Mid-exploration being thought about.
Super bold.
To assume that Ivy was
RRQ kind of has a read on this.
How he's gonna put it
They
there.
say, well,
really
that's a
good
little
timing here
odd. You guys
from
saved
Ivy,
the op.
at the very least, to give them
So
some
if you're trying to
identification
funnel
there's
us out of
potentially
B, is there a pinch from mid? And they
scope
say,
to
well,
assume
no, it
from
doesn't seem
Unjet
like
will
it. Let's re-clear
cover.
mid a little bit. But at the end of the day, the overall setup results in what I wanted. It's just, it's going to be pinch on the op. What a read from RRQ. You have to go huge. Okay, Blade Storm time.
Knives immediately going to be popping onto the corner there, however, and it's going to be a little bit too whiffy there.
But legit, that's an incredible call from RRQ. That is an incredible call from RRQ. If Dombi had gotten those knife kills, obviously, who knows? But like,
for some reinforcements, Kushit swinging around.
like strat-wise, Dombi was meant to lose that. That was designed to pump. Oh, why are we not ready for this, man?
Dead.
Feels like RB's very slow on checking his corners today on all 3 maps.
Managing to find one, drawing some attention back towards the site where they have to try to keep this plant protected.
One enemy remaining.
With that displacement, with that kill, that'll pretty much go ahead and seal the deal on it. It's going to be another round.
It's okay. You lose the op, you'll have buys.
Up to 6 here on the attack.
I love the way that this is played on the backside by RRQ.
It's, I mean, honestly though, hey, honestly, they didn't do what I thought they were going to do, which I thought they were just going to, well, actually they kind of did. But they at least had an intention, which was to funnel them into the op. It's just they didn't even consider the mid to A, which is rough. But it's not just like pushing out for fights. It was very intentionally supposed to be a macro play. It's just RQ's very quick on the adjustment.
Seals the deal.
So I'm okay with NONGSHIM trying that. It wasn't like a 3-man push just to fight. It was but it was like almost too clearly intended to shove you to the other side. So RRQ got a good read on it.
A little bit trouble from the Hunter's Fury potentially if he does. So he's actually fallen way back. Meanwhile, this is
okay. Now with the harbor wall, so you know the harbor's here. This wall is meant to delay the initial push. RQ suspects. They say, okay, we spend 20 seconds, not a big deal. They check to see if it's a pinch. RQ's reads are so good. RQ's calls are really good right now. But like, if NONGSHIM just, if their end result is what I was saying during the timeout, draw them into mid and punish that. Because that's what's happening. You're pushing out and you're drawing them into mid. Instead of making noise in mid, you're pushing out and drawing them into mid, which is fine.
Yeah, finds it.
But punish that. They've just cleared it. Like basically, RRQ is actually doing what I was saying now, clearing the util and saying, "What are you gonna do, NONGSHIM? You gotta keep your eyes on mid." So now NONGSHIM's tied in mid.
Better one from RRQ.
And so now RRQ gets re-control of both mains. You know what I mean? Like if you can draw them into mid and then take space again on one side of the map, NONGSHIM has a much easier time even going for retakes, saying, hey, fall back. We send more than one person on the flank. We go for the retake. We clear mid. We have time for that.
So RB, though, still going to be committing in towards A.
But right now, it's like RRQ's doing that.
You're going to have the read. You're going to have the understanding. So break of the wall segment. Looking for the second one. Quite quick little spot out there, but running out of bullets. Cannot find the punish. So plant
you
comes
broke
in.
the parts
Crazy
that
guy
you didn't
avoiding
really
ball
need to
damage.
break because of the angle. I mean, not much you can do there.
Just a pin
See what's
to try
prepped for the
work their way
retake.
back into this one if they want to try to commit that ultimate, but never mind. Persia immediately eliminated.
Persia
Wall going to be sent. Dombey going to be caught. You can tell that the comfort is just not going to be there. RRQ, they pull off a flawless securing a lead here at the half.
I just don't think we have the depth yet. And to be fair, I think RRQ has quite a bit of macro comfort on Icebox.
Gone their way,
but
that certainly is.
Yeah, no doubt about that. It's another flaw.
I think they're also losing confidence.
Nice
Like the
find
way
there
they're
for
taking these
Xfero,
fights, it's turning very one by one.
Util here.
Like if they were confident, Dombey would have just
Francis's wall is
sent it
so
across
deep.
the rope,
RRQ
and then
can
his
just play
teammates
out
would have
of it.
peeked. You know what I mean?
You just
But I think
don't
it's
have
it's
much left
starting
in
to
the tank
crumble,
there
which
as
is
NONGSHIM
rough
to
to
try go
watch.
for the
But
retake, except to get the guns going. You're able to hold on to some big ultimates through that flawless
when
for
it's an
RRQ.
eco, they've been pushing out on
Still have
ecos
some
quite
answers.
often. RRQ should have a read on it.
Okay, well,
They're
this
ready
time
for
push
it.
forward, not
The
gonna
wall
be
also
able to
kind
find
of
a
failed.
kill. As RB similarly going to be
Yeah,
taken down.
they're starting to crumble. This wall, man. I mean, maybe it was meant to give Dombey an angle, but it worked for both sides.
Nonplussed by this aggression.
The thing is, like I said before, it's not cope. At the end of the day, I think beating GE is like the surefire lock it in or not deal anyway. It's just if you won this, it would have felt pretty comfy, right? Like even if you lost to GE, there's still a chance because of how tiebreakers work. But
not going to be too bothered by that.
it's not over yet. If they get 4,
They have a
maybe
lot of money to play
we get
with
another
these
op.
next couple of rounds.
One more chance,
See
basically.
something a little bit.
0-10 and 5 for Francis.
Oh boy.
I mean, also, like I said, if RRQ got 2-0'd, I think it would have been very disappointing because I think RRQ, on paper, should be the favorite team. If they hadn't beaten Gen G, I would have said, oh, there's a good chance. But because they basically woke up a lot earlier than I thought they would, they like adjusted back to being in Pacific, back to being in a meta. They figured out the meta for themselves like faster. I mean, RQ should have been favored on paper. The only hopium, legit, I'll call this hopium. The hopium I had was maybe it's because it was Gen G, and I think RQ does have Gen G's number now strategically. Like I think they're just in Munchkin's head. They know exactly what he's gonna do. So that was the hopium of like, you know, maybe they didn't quite figure it out yet. Maybe it was Gen G, but turns out they just their overall.
Really assess whether or not the opponents are just going to be counters.
Their overall, they are back. They're looking better and better.
Yeah, it does go through, but it doesn't cover the spike.
That's just it.
They just maybe assumed that this was going to end up being a default plant, but it's not. And I mean, it's just it just feels like
boy,
RRQ
here he
are
comes.
2 steps ahead. but
Dude,
it's
going for this lurk
slipping
on
further
this
and further
round
back.
is diabolical. You have to push out now.
Finds that one. Now they're forward.
Huge.
Their way out of this one. Persia does well to find Crazy Guy, just spamming him. Arrival around the back though.
Spam that wall, spam that wall. Oh no.
Flying in their face. The Cove is not going to do a damn thing
But the
about
flank,
that.
but the flank. Are we thinking about the flank?
Dropping in.
He's thinking about the flank.
Does get found. Diffuse, being stuck. And okay, somehow, some way, this
Let's
ends up
go.
going over to NONGSHIM. It costs them damn near everything. But they get themselves a third.
Yeah, Francis has had a rough
right
game.
to.
His walls have
that's
had a
quite
rough game
surprising.
too.
In terms of just, it didn't look like this was necessarily going to work out, but it's actually really well thought
I mean,
out.
NONGSHIM also
In
thrives off of
hindsight,
chaos. That is also true. I mean,
you have the
some
Cove,
people
you
have
have
been
the
making the
toxic
comparison
screen
of like
there
NONGSHIM
to
basically
actually
feels
give you
like
extra cover.
the
It's all
old
just
Paper
about
Rex,
getting
which
to
is
the spike
very
with that
true.
Viper's Pit.
Which is
That's
very
all it's
true.
for.
Very loosey-goosey.
You know they're gonna plant it
You
right on
strive
the
in the
edge.
chaos, but you
Even with the
struggle as
Hunter's
soon as you're
Fury
met with
there, they're able to
structure.
escape disaster. That's
The Hunter's
tip
Fury
of the
got a
cap.
kill.
Yeah, but
Crying out loud.
yeah, but still got the round.
Why did
No, I know,
NONGSHIM
I'm
ban
just
Sunset?
saying,
Is it their permaban?
yeah.
I mean, we'll
Oh,
find
so
out if
it's
it's their
amazing they
permaban if
were
they
able
keep
to find
banning it.
No, I know.
I feel like
That's
they should
actually
have
really
an
well thought
okay.
out.
I feel like they'll be okay on Sunset though.
It just felt so weird.
But I
Oh,
think
that's
they've
great.
basically
Nice
felt
find.
that they got
Push
exposed
forward,
a bit
finds one. Does he
because
get
they
a bit of
lost
damage,
the
but
secret.
obviously
So I think they're just
still
retooling
alive,
it. And also
NONGSHIM,
RRQ
they take those.
has had good
gonna
sunsets
be
before,
used.
so like
He ult out nice and early.
I think that's fine.
Spam off that Guardian.
I think
Just 'cause
Sunset or
it
Haven,
does do a good
either
amount of
one.
damage, but Heal is
You
also
feel like you
there.
had a lot of tape on Haven. Maybe you thought you could get away with it. I don't know. But honestly, that one... I think they probably want to retool their Sunset, perhaps.
Shock dart forward. Oh, and Sparrow. Oh, that turret gives him the info.
Just a bit further
That's
out.
huge. Francis
Be
is
able
going to
to see him
relocate.
there
What does that
peripheral
mean for the
vision,
squad
so-
on Snowman?
RRQ.
All right,
well
they know that
poised to
Francis
try
is
to make
relocated
this
because of how this
9-3.
high tide comes back out.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to push up. It's 4v5. You have to take the fight. Persia's
Clear the
weak,
recon,
though.
push forward.
Dombey has to
Dombey
stay
in
alive.
front.
Oh my
Now going to be
god.
sent backpedaling. Drops around towards safety. On the
You guys have to
repeat,
fight
gets a
this.
spot here on the
Ivy's
enemy
late,
Silva.
but you basically... Well, Ivy has locked
Ball
down.
raised, spam coming through, but again, running out of bullets. They cannot continue this one, so the spike gets planted here by Crazy Guy.
Oh, the
Assuming
set,
they're gonna readjust, able to
the
find
bait and
Ivy
switch
there.
was so good.
Dombey traces
He's trying to
back,
bait for
needs to
Dombey.
trade it up.
I'm
Cannot do
okay.
so. Jimkin instantaneous with that headshot. As
I mean,
Francis will finally get himself
you
a kill
know,
on the board, but he needs to
it's
try
whatever.
to find two more.
That kill is...
Cove in, a
It
wall
is-
raised,
it is
quick
whatever.
clear there of the bubble.
Dude, this turret, man. He can't peek out of it.
Push coming in.
Oh, damn. Dude, nice.
Is that
Nice
a
flick from
That is
Jemkin.
I mean, even for a right click, that was
Switching sides.
fast.
No kidding.
It was fast. It was very
I
fast.
Mean, it didn't even
Jemkin
look
17
like
and
it
6.
turned on my screen. Like, I was just like...
I mean, it looked like he was
I
Killjoy.
mean,
Like,
if
he
I
just
were to
immediately said,
wager a
"Yeah,
guess, obviously, you know, I wouldn't do this
that.
if it wasn't a team that I'm
just-
part of. But
by the
if
time
I
you
had to
get to this
wager a
position-
guess, it does feel like things have fallen apart a bit. Dude, that was smooth too. It wasn't even a
crazy good.
panic flip. Yeah, that's what Crazy I was gonna say.
Well,
It feels like
9-3.5.
basically like
Don't
like
chip.
they're
Certainly
not
have their work cut
communicating.
out
They're
for
all
them as they
trying to make
move over
something
now to this
happen
attack.
before communicating because things fell apart.
And as
That's
it
what
all
it
goes,
feels like.
it has to start
Which
with the pistol. Not
is
just
a,
because they're in such
in
deficit,
all
but because the pistols have
practicality,
been eluding them.
Yeah.
again,
One
people
out
will say
of 5
copium,
so
but
far.
if you really put it into perspective, I will admit, I overrated NONGSHIM.
I could see
A
Crazy
lot of
Guy
people
being
overrated NONGSHIM because of what we saw
really
them
vocal
do
there.
in Ascension and before in Challengers
To
Korea.
see that he's
We didn't take into account
so engaged.
how much can
so
they
confident.
adapt to different metas and patches. We didn't take into account,
RB
you
fans,
know, obviously
happy to
tier
have
2
him
versus
back in
tier 1.
Korea,
I mean, we
but
kind of did, but, you know, we
It's a
just
struggle.
assumed the positives would carry over
Work
harder
to
than the
do.
negatives.
Chance
And then
here
now
on
you
this
have a roster
pistol.
change. So, like,
start
the
making
growing
things a bit
pains and
more
adjustment is all pretty reasonable considering that it's an Ascension team. We just had really high hopes. The
is an-
problem is
You
that,
can already
like,
see the map.
they feel like they can
This
win
will be
some of
interesting.
these maps or rounds.
Oh, it's
That's why it feels, I think, worse. It's like, okay, well, you
fan
should
with
know
a lot
better
of
because
the
we've seen you
NONGSHIM
know
player
better. I think
signatures.
that's the problem, but
Look at this. Look at this stack. They're gonna-
I
are
think
they just gonna
I
do
think
like
like
a
basically
wall,
out of the
just three
rounds they
people
lost,
lined
the
up
last like 3
right on top
is
of each
just
other.
like
Quite
it's a
possibly,
domino
but
That's
effect.
what it looks like.
The
I
counter
think.
sack from RRQ is in the right position. You got 3 players.
Yeah, they
here.
haven't been like flooding together,
high
etc.
low, drone
in
well
other rounds
scouted.
before that too. So like the trading,
that
etc.
nice
I mean, the
early,
only
so good
that
for
time they did
Nongshim.
have
So
Ivy
let's
try to
send
bait
out
and
some
switch
util.
high low, but it
Peek
didn't
coming
work
in.
out. Dude,
Jemkin.
Jemkin's also just on
Look at
one.
that.
He is
Dealt
on
separate here.
one.
As they all
I mean,
just
dude, when Jemkin
crumble.
starts popping off on Jet, what can you do, man?
Francis
Yeah,
now
losing
see if he
winnable
can make a
rounds
goal of
leads
this in
to
any
despair,
way,
doesn't
shape,
it?
or
I mean, I
form.
think that also, right?
Once
Like, I
they're at
think
his
they
feet.
also feel like, man, we could have won that. But
We'll be
I
able
think
to
that's something
collect
they
that.
need to learn and work on because they basically
Come
do
on,
the
on
old
the ball,
P4
yeah.
X. It's
Shot to the
very
shoulder.
similar, where they're
The
like,
push
dude,
forward
we
from
could have won
Sparrow
that.
to
We
go
just had to
ahead
hit
and seal
some better
up a
shots.
flawless
You know, it's like
5-1 in
you're not
pistols,
wrong,
10-3
but like
here
you
in the
can't let
map.
that snowball out of control. Do we go
Gotta
for the
buy-
force
you gotta
buy? We're going
force
for the
buy
force
here,
buy.
don't you?
Okay. No, it's not
By the
over
way,
yet though.
both
I'm just
pistols were
saying.
flawless
Yep.
for
On this
RRQ.
map, yeah.
I think, like, even if, let's say they make a comeback, I
I
still
mean,
think
you're just
it's
getting
learning points
outdone
that they
there.
have to internalize,
Outshot.
but I don't think it's an easy
Sheriffs.
lesson to internalize.
Just tearing them apart. That's, oh man.
Yeah, pistol
RRQ
doesn't matter.
just makes it look easy.
Pistol just actually gives you a reason
Full
to buy
armor.
5 stingers. That's all good.
Just for one player. Outlaw for Jemkin.
Oof,
Nobody
dude.
can afford full armor on NONGSHIM. So they have
The
to try to find
spam
ways to
through
dodge this.
on the
good news
shock
is you have a
dart.
harbor.
That's what? You guys got an RRQ is being so
Bad
mean
news.
today.
Spot out on the bow.
Jemkin.
Now he knows that there's
Did
gonna
they
be
shoot the
presence
stinger
no matter
to
what.
clear
He's just
that?
gonna
I
be
think
sending
they
out some
did.
pot shots, see if
So
he
they
can
should
find a
know.
spray to connect.
So they just keep the distance. Now they know for sure.
Turn it on its head a little
Health
bit.
not in our favor.
Shimkin does take it down, but so much damage going to be suffered. The Cobes just, I mean,
Health not in our favor. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Legit. Try cutting noise.
That's another player.
Legit.
Tagged down with such low health.
With low health? I mean, I guess you don't really have an option.
Crazy guy.
He dies on this.
He's gonna die. Just get flushed out.
I mean, dude, if they had like literally just 40 more health combined.
But it's only in.
But you have to sprint starting here. You have to sprint starting here. You have to. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. If they're watching mid, you're just dead. You have to go. Because otherwise, he's going to catch up.
Looking to play spoiler here. Time starting to tick if he finds a kill here at all. Which he's trying to. And damn near dies.
Okay. They know you have stingers. So RB has to hold an off angle here. Oh, his gun barrel show. He thinks about it a little. He tries to find a timing.
It's all in Persia now with a stinger. No bite to try to further delay this. Used it
Calls him out.
earlier to get the kill on Crazy.
Checks on a timing. Persia.
Gets one.
Ah!
Can breathe a sigh of relief, as I'm sure the coaching staff is. As he will be able to close out this round, but that was a hell of a lot closer than they might have anticipated.
Oh, man. Good. I mean, dude, if you had, like,
they move up now 11-3.
Just anything. Better gun, better health, better armor.
The stinger aggressive push thwarted initially. Tons of damage done, but not many kills found. And Persia able to just lock.
Seems to be NONGSHIM is another farming team for other teams of Pacific, except for JP and Team Secret. NONGSHIM hasn't beaten much. I mean, other than the fact that RQ lost to NONGSHIM twice earlier this year, but you know that's cool. We can just erase that and pretend that RQ was a trash team until they won. That's fine for your narrative. That's fine.
Chimkin, mind you, I think at the moment.
I mean, also farming is crazy when T1 and DRX. I mean, all these games are going to map 3. That's an insane narrative, but
he's at.
Well, that's okay.
I think he's at 8.
I would say, the better term would be, I think, a gatekeeper team, but you know.
It's being locked out. Never mind. In that case, he's plus.
I mean, I wouldn't say that this game is doable though. Like, I'm glad that you guys have hope, but realistically, I think if they won this, it would be like a crazy game to win, and it would still be something that if I was part of the team, I'd be like, you guys have to clean up. Like, this wouldn't be a feel-good win, in my opinion, even if they won.
Yeah, this is all but over at this stage.
That's start of the year? Yeah, but that's like saying, oh, T1 has done nothing. It's like, oh, T1, I guess, is just another middle-of-the-pack team, except for the fact that, yeah, I mean, it was a different meta, but they still won a Masters. I mean, I'm just saying, listen, I'm not saying that NONGSHIM should be respected as a strong, you know, in the top-tier strong teams of Pacific. I'm just saying a farmer team for upper teams is insane when a lot of those games go map 3, right? And that they have beaten some of these teams. So it's like, that's an insane narrative that you're trying to spin. If, you know, a gatekeeper team, a team that kind of, you know, like middle of the pack divides below and above, there's tons of other wins that I think are totally realistically applicable.
Just barely best you. You're not getting a lot of value out of the harbor.
I do think they also need to change how they do these timeouts. They do. I mean, I know it's a lot of one-sidedness, so like, I get it. There's not a good time to call the second timeout, but 2 maps in a row calling a map point timeout feels rough. Although it might be, the only forgiveness I would have is if I later found out that it's because they are just accepting that like it's lost, but they want the players. Like, people will meme about this, but I do think a team like NONGSHIM does need to learn and experience it, but I do think they need to change the timeouts a bit more. I think they need to be. I think the coaches need to be a bit more proactive. But I mean, our coaching staff is all rookies too, right? I mean, Valanelsis has a little bit more, I guess, in China, but.
And that just sets up for the collat to come through.
Yikes! Oh, there's a Hunter's Fury available for Cushy. So you gotta, you know, consider that. Look at all this util to buy time. I mean, the good news is What is that Sage Wall?
Where's the sage wall? Oh, to...
Is that just to hide that?
Yeah, it doesn't go all the way,
From
though.
the turret? That's my best guess.
Not sure.
That's kind of an unusual one. You don't see that every day.
I think it's we don't want the flank to come through here onto Xfero.
Yeah.
So we just set that up so
They want to push him. Yep, they want to get the clean kill.
Still get overwhelmed, but that was good early damage.
Dude, if the Hunter's Fury is being used, there you go, Persia. Push Snowman, but do not overdo it.
Target, and he has chosen wisely there on the last.
Oh, I mean, dude, Cushy getting that kill is rough.
Persia
that forces Persia to have to try to go for the peak on the recon. That's rough.
Down with a final headshot.
GG.
13-3, absolute domination here by RRQ on Icebox. They secured
I mean,
the
I think the moment I knew was when Crazy Guy called
the good news is if you're an
out like he just read NONGSHIM and said, "Oh, you guys want to funnel us into your op on A? Let us just pinch him in through mid." And then Domby whips the knives. I was like, dude, RQ got him good.
Oh boy.
Aye. Othinus, thank you for the 100 bits. NONGSHIM is just like me in rank. We are both going 1-4 after 5 matches. Sad. GG. GG. Well played, RQ. Honestly, though, I think today doesn't sting as much because I think RQ, like, it's not even like, if NONGSHIM had hit a couple more shots. It wasn't even straight up just like, if NONGSHIM had just overheated less. I think RQ played a really good macro game on the last 2 maps. Well, Haven, no surprise, but I think they played a really good calling game on Icebox. And they were all shooting really well. I mean, Jemkin freaking farmed on Icebox.
That is going to be a must-win series for that team. After that, it's going to be Gen G on the horizon. Well, very nicely done here from the side of RRQ.
I think it's just one of those where it's like you watched it and it's like, yeah, we weren't going to win that. Oh well.
Hear from one of our winners.
GG. We'll listen to the interview since we ended a bit earlier than we thought.
And that is their second W up on the board. Massive congrats, RRQ. Jemkin, here you go. Join me for an interview. 네,
Just say you're ecstatic over the RRQ win.
하겠습니다.
No, I'm not.
승리 축하드립니다.
I am sad for NONGSHIM, but I mean, there was clearly a class dip in the last 2 maps.
오늘도
So,
3세트까지 가는
I mean,
풀세트 접전이
it's not one where I can be like
농심을
upset. You know
만나면
what I
이렇게
mean?
풀세트까지
Confident against GE? I wouldn't say so. I think after GE's first match, I already said that I think that's not a given. I think it's a tough match.
But it did go to map 3 today.
I think it should be a good match, though.
What do you think makes it very tricky for you guys?
I think what's tricky about the GE match is both teams are susceptible to not bringing their A game.
First map we started good, but we kinda couldn't close it out because we used some important rounds and some clutches. But although I feel like it was like in our hand, and I would say second and third map were like almost always in control. We were not like scared that we're gonna lose. I think we played really good and we just prepared well against them and it showed.
오늘 경기를 보면은 일단 첫 번째 맵 같은 경우에는
I think Icebox for sure there was a confidence
RRQ가
that once
이길 수도
RRQ started taking the
있었는데
lead.
주어진 클러치 기회나 아니면은 좀 그 빨리 승기를 잡고 마무리 지을 수 있는 기회를 RRQ가 스스로 좀 놓친 것
I mean,
같아서
GE is suffering from a fear
좀
complex, like
아쉽다고 얘기를 하고요.
Yeah, but I don't
3세트
think if
같은
I was
경우에는
GE, I wouldn't
그래도
think that
기회가
NONGSHIM is the better
주어졌을
team,
때
though. You know what I
빨리빨리
mean? Like,
경기를 마무리
that's
짓고
why
또 그
I would have
기회를
thought as
잘
NONGSHIM, if we
승리로
won today
흐름을
against RRQ, it would
이끌어갔던 게
actually make
좀
it easier next
중요했다고
week.
얘기를
Like the
합니다.
confidence and momentum,
먼저
etc.
코로드
But if I'm
얘기를
GE,
해보고 싶은데 사실
I
이
don't watch
코로드에서
this and think
네온이
NONGSHIM is
문예
automatically the
선수가
better
당연히
team.
할 줄
Like, if I'm GE, I
잼킨
come in with
선수에게
confidence, right?
갔거든요.
So that's why I
어떤
think
과정이 있었는지
if they both bring their A game, I think it's tough.
내놓으라고
But also, like,
어필을
either
했거나
team
좀
can like
협박을 한 건지도
not
그
bring their
과정에
A game, which
대해서
means
물어보도록
NONGSHIM is
하겠습니다.
potentially not bringing their A game. So that's my concern.
We
but
thought that Neon
we'll
was
see.
gonna go to Monyet, you know? Did you have to fight him for it? Like, what did you do?
I mean, it was obvious choice after the first time we played. We kind of realized that I think Neon is like the better agent on this map, but we couldn't really swap because we wanted to stay same, like Monyet playing on smokes. So we just had to prepare it, and it worked really good in scrims, I would say. So I think it's fine, yeah.
Did Monyet give you some pointers? Like, oh, that's not how you play. Like, do it better, Jimkin. Or no?
Just kill.
Just kill?
Yeah.
Okay. 사실 지난번에 코르드를 했을 때는 네온이 확실히 이 맵에서 좋기는 하다고 느꼈지만 너무 많은 변화를 주기에는 그래도 오맨까지 가져가고 싶고 조합의 변화를 그렇게 많이 주고 싶지는 않았기 때문에 몬예 선수가 스모크를 해줬어야 됐고 그렇기 때문에 잼킨 선수에게 자연스럽게 이 네온이 돌아가게 됐는데요. 그래서 몬예 선수가 좀 지켜보면서 잔소리 안 했냐, 그렇게 하는 거 아닌데 이런 얘기 안 했냐라고 얘기를 했더니 그냥 네온 하면 가서 킬이나 해라 라고 간단한 팁을 줬다고 합니다. 그리고 잼킨 선수 사실 스테이지 1 때 요루로 굉장히 큰 활약을 보여줬는데 요즘에는 또 웨일레이도 보여주고 오늘 네온까지 보여주면서 좀 챔프폭을 넓히는 모습을 보여주고 있는데요. 이게 좀 스스로 그 필요성을 느껴서 좀 요원을 많이 연구한 다음에 코칭 스태프들에게 이거 해보겠습니다 라고 먼저 어필을 한 건지 아니면 좀 코칭 스태프에서 먼저 주문이 들어온 건지도 들어보고 싶네요. Your Yoru stage 1 top tier still is, but we see you kind of moving over to Waylay, you know, testing the waters with Neon too.
This is a good question.
Expanding your agent pool in general.
I got you watching next week.
What made you feel like you
right,
had
amigo.
to mix it up? You know, were you just bored, or was it Ewok going, hey, like we need you picking up different?
I think the meta right now is like open, so it's not like the stage runs that you could play Yo every map. It's not like necessarily the best stage run on every map, but you kind of. But
the mic's coming up. I think it's because
although
the antenna.
Yo is still good agent, but you just need to show something new to win. You know, it's like you cannot just play the same stuff. You
I think that's reasonable. I think Euro is still really good, but.
너무.
But the problem is if they can't figure out the rest of the comp without Tejo, then if they need to go with hard dive duelist, double duelist, I think that's a good adjustment, honestly. Because that was obviously a very big part of how shaky they looked at Toronto, in my opinion.
요원을 반복해서 쓰는 건 좀 승리하기에 무리가
Waylay
있다고
good on
생각을
bind?
했고
I
그렇기
think
때문에
Waylay's usable on bind.
좀 더 많은 요원을 한번 좀
I would
기용을
say
하려고
that
노력을 한다고 얘기를 했습니다. 자, 그럼 마지막으로 DRX전이 기다리고 있는데 각오 들어보고 마무리해보도록 할게요. Next up is DRX. What are your expectations?
Watch RRQ. That's on my list. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I'll have to watch it because I think I'm going on EMEA as well for Black
Diamond. We have very hard group, and every team is very strong right now. So we just need to prepare and do our best to get as maximum points and try to get first seed.
모든 팀들이 지금 계속해서 막판 스파트를 보여주고 있고 또 폼이 올라오고 있기 때문에 1번 시드를 가져가기 위해서는 정말 RRQ도 최선을 다해서 승리하는 경기 그리고 좋은 경기력을 보여줘야 할 것 같다고 얘기했습니다. 자, 이렇게 해서 RRQ의 잼킨 선수 만나봤습니다. Thank you, 잼킨.
Thank you.
And good night, everybody.
GG. How do you rate Waylay before and after the buff? Before, a fun agent that needed a lot of setup that basically you had to use purely in like space creation. After the buff, I think she's. I don't think she's OP, but I think she's actually really strong in a team setting. I think Waylay after the buff is really strong in a team setting. I rate Waylay currently very highly.
Facing off against this team, but I would say for NONGSHIM, it didn't look like they were exactly
I'll have to check it out for
this kind of RRQ.
Man, what a sad way to end the day,
like
chat.
When I saw the video, I was like, we got Haven and Icebox in the battle. I'm feeling a little nervous, and then even Corrode is a bit of a coin flip. So I think for NONGSHIM, since they lost Pearl and Split in the map pool, which is something they played quite heavily
I do wonder if they changed their Icebox.
I think this series is the perfect example of why.
Yeah, I mean, great for RRQ to finally.
Because I think if you're going to rely on it being a dual map where you can cause chaos, you should just go for the Omen.
Of that group, only that initial loss against GE standing against them now, so they're going to look to continue, build on that momentum into DRX next week.
I mean, you're absolutely
the thing is though, is that
definitely on the side of RRQ. I feel like was maybe NONGSHIM's only window, and even that was very close.
NONGSHIM has a bad map pool. We have a bad map pool. There's no doubt about that.
A good thing too,
so like,
we have one
I mean, you had to bite the bullet at some point. You had to bite the bullet at some point. Tough team to bite it on, honestly.
Of course, and I have to ask. Of course, it was last week felt very different. How did it feel like going back into this after proper rest days and proper prep days?
It's alright, chat. Playoffs is still doable. Literally, I think both GE and
of
I think both G and NONGSHIM, it basically comes down to their matchup next week, really.
I think it went really good.
Like, not 100%, but in theory, more or less.
Map veto earlier. When you guys saw the map veto, did you guys know that, okay, we have this?
As I saw Heaven and Icebox, I think we will win for sure. Because Court is just like a coin flip, right? So.
Well, I guess not like, for GE. GE could
like,
be DRX and well.
When they're not really like shooting well, so.
No, because if GE loses to NONGSHIM but only beats DRX, they would lose their head-to-head. So it really, actually, that I think that just about solidifies it. Because
yeah, because we're still.
Because NONGSHIM already beat Secret, so I think it comes down to that.
As I said just now, I agree.
I was waiting for Z to raid, but he didn't, so I'm going to have to jump in here and say, WillChobra, I love your interviewing for T1. You look great ever doing it too. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, we got something out of today. We had a fun time at T1 Homeground. A little bit of betrayal to sprinkle on top of the loss. I'm looking at VLR. I know you guys have the interview on screen, but yeah, it just comes down to next week, really. I haven't run all the permutations, but doable for both teams, honestly. But I think it's doable for NONGSHIM. I think it's doable for NONGSHIM, and I think it's.
Maybe we only got 6. So
I think it's doable. I wouldn't say it's favored. I wouldn't favor any team strongly in that matchup, though, to be blunt.
Of course, you wanted more in the defense round.
I wouldn't favor NONGSHIM strongly.
We saw Jemkin on stage earlier, and
because
we
to
saw
be
him on the Neon
honest,
also on that
I
map.
think.
So how would you rate his Neon?
I think GE's coaching staff has a bit more going for them. I don't have anything against the NONGSHIM coaching staff, but they're very green. They're very green. There's no doubt about it. And I think that, you know, who knows?
No, but I think he did okay.
All right.
It was definitely fun to see you back
GG's chat. I am not at home, so we can't do any further VOD review or anything like that, so we're going to have to hop off here. A rough day, but
why it works so well for RQ.
It is what it is.
I think me and Maxim have a really good chemistry together.
Like,
I don't know how, but it's just like maybe because
yeah, it's way too early. We'll just wrap it up here.
Before, I think from that we have
Dude, there's like 2 hours before EMEA. That's crazy.
Since Maxim play Euro, it's like easier for me to ask for him for.
Thanks for hanging out. Sorry for being late. Thanks for understanding. Thanks for understanding the poor mic. I'll have to go home and listen to what the echo sounds like. We will be back tomorrow at home for the full watch party, so I will see you guys there. Thanks for sticking with me through the roller coaster that is always the NONGSHIM Red Force game. Hope you all get a lot of exercise until next week, so we can have better hearts, stronger hearts to weather the storm that is a NONGSHIM Red Force match. And I will see you all. No, I won't be watching EMEA today. I'm gonna go home, eat, and get some rest. So I will see you all tomorrow for the Pacific Watch Party. Thank you. Have a good one.